Second part. Chapter 21, Major Ding, challenge a different beast from the same realm. Is the quantity controlled? 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Seeing that no one chose to quit, Ding Kai nodded with satisfaction. Since no one quits, let me move on to the second thing. In this month, after every day of training, I will give you an hour of rest, and then you will challenge the same realm of strange beasts, and finally you will be ranked according to the number of kills and time. And this ranking will affect the training resources you can receive every day. To put it simply, the higher you rank, the more training resources you will get. So, how much cultivation resources you can get depends on your own abilities. Speaking of this, Ding Kai saw that no one raised any questions, so he started talking about the third thing. The third thing. There will be a big battle every 7 days. The top 10 people can get special rewards. You can raise this special reward yourself. As long as it is within the specified range, we will satisfy you. Alright. I've said everything I need to say. If you have any questions, you can ask them now. I only give you 10 minutes. After saying that, Ding Kai looked at the 50 people standing in front of him. Major Ding. I have a question. At this moment, Suyi stepped forward and stood up. What's the problem? Looking at Suyi, Ding Kai asked with interest. Major Ding. Is the number enough to challenge the alien beasts of the same realm? At this time, Suyi asked with expectation. Is it enough? Challenge the different beasts of the same realm, you ask, is the quantity enough? What? Can you still kill dozens or hundreds of people? Hearing Suyi's question, not only Ding Kai was confused, but also the people around him. After all, who in the right mind would ask such a weird question? Enough. As long as you can kill unlimited people within the specified time, we can give you unlimited supplies. I said so. After regaining his composure, Ding Kai directly answered in the affirmative. Major Ding. Then I have no more questions. After getting the answer he wanted, Suyi suppressed his excitement and returned to the team. Then, some people also raised some questions, but they were not important issues. 10 minutes later. Questions over. Everyone follow me. Soon, Ding Kai led everyone to the training ground on the underground floor. Gravity training room, resistance training room, mental power training room, dodge training room. When everyone saw the various training rooms in the training ground, a flash of light flashed in their eyes, because they knew that the various training rooms here were more than one level better than the training rooms in the school and the Spirit Warrior Association. You train in the training room every morning, and there will be a dedicated person in charge to help you control the intensity. And what you need to do is to constantly break through the limits of the physical body and the limit of the soul, and constantly improve the ability to control the physical body and the soul. As for every afternoon, there will be a dedicated trainer who will fight one-on-one with you, point out your problems and shortcomings in the battle, and at the same time give you certain guidance and suggestions on your martial arts or mental power use. And at night, you need to use various training resources to practice and improve your energy, blood or spiritual power. At this time, Ding Kai looked at everyone and directly stated the general training plan. In the future, subtle adjustments will be made according to each person's training situation. There is a dedicated person in charge of the strength of the training room. There are also trainers for one-on-one combat guidance. Although it sounds like nothing, I always feel that things are not that simple. Grapevine. The training intensity in the training camp is far beyond imagination, so be prepared to peel off your skin. Don't know why. I feel a little panicked now for no reason. As Ding Kai finished speaking, everyone started talking quietly. Tread. 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 At this moment, a crisp sound of footsteps rang out from a distance. When everyone turned around, they saw dozens of staff members holding tablet computers walking towards them. Group of 5. Enter the training room that suits you immediately. Don't hide your strength, because we will customize a training plan for you based on your test data. At this moment, Ding Kai's voice rang again. Soon. 5 people walked out of Lin Chuan's team and walked towards the training room suitable for them. Not far away. Brother Yi. This talent training camp is just different. We don't need special testing equipment to test our blood, mental strength and other data. Instead, we use this method to test our strength and formulate a training plan. Seeing the 5 people entering their respective training rooms, Lin Jian looked at Su Yi and started chatting. Because qi, blood and mental strength can be forcibly improved in a short period of time by relying on external objects. So, if you use special testing equipment to test, that data cannot reflect everyone's true situation. But for tests like this, the data is absolutely true and reliable. And I feel that after the test here, there should be a practical test. After hearing Lin Jian's words, Su Yi expressed his thoughts. Brother Yi. Then what are you going to do soon? Should we hide some of our strength, or should we use all our strength to scare them to death? At this time, Lin Jian asked extremely curiously. I hadn't thought about it before. But now I have made a decision, that is to ruin it. What kind of training plan? It means nothing to me. Isn't it nice for me to drink drinks and eat melon seeds while I have the time to watch you train? Hearing Lin Jian's question, Su Yi grinned. Ruined? Don't need a training plan? Could it be? Thinking that Su Yi had always had a soft spot for killing strange beasts, and the question Su Yi asked before, Lin Jian suddenly made a bold guess, then looked at Su Yi and asked tentatively, Brother Yi, your goal shouldn't be the alien beast challenge after training every day. I hope the funds for the talent training camp can be sustained. Su Yi didn't answer directly, but with these words, Lin Jian knew that his guess was correct. The other side. As the staff continued to increase the intensity of the training room, the faces of the 5 people inside began to look ugly. Even when they felt that their bodies or souls had reached their limits, the staff outside ignored them and instead continued to gradually increasing the intensity. They could only grit their teeth and hold on for dear life. A few minutes later, when the door of the training room was opened by the staff, the 5 people walked out and collapsed on the ground, breathing heavily, with a look of fear in their eyes. Because they guessed one thing, that is, in the next month, they will probably have to endure nightmare-level training of this intensity. Too cruel. The training intensity in this training camp is too harsh. I won't suffer this. After I went in, the intensity just increased a little, and I just lay down on the ground. Seeing this scene, Su Yi made a decision in his heart. After all, if he could lie down and become stronger, why should he suffer this? Chapter 22 If they don't let me show off, then I will kill them. F***K. 8 times gravity. 7 times dodge. 5 times more resistant to blows. Shenyang City's team leader Lin Chuan is a bit perverted. This is not only a perversion, it is a huge perversion. I guess his physical control has broken through to the second stage, the stage of first glimpse. At this moment, a burst of exclamations rang out from a distance. Pervert? Am I worthy? Lin Chuan, who walked out of the anti-beating training room, heard the comments from the people around him and looked directly at Su Yi, who was not far away. At the same time, he thought to himself, so what if 8 times the gravity? 7 times the dodge? How about it? So what if it's 5 times more resistant to attack? I can't resist one of his mushroom clouds. Brother Yi. Why does Lin Chuan always look at you from time to time? You know him? Noticing Lin Chuan's gaze, Lin Jian also asked curiously. I don't know you. With that said, Su Yi looked towards Lin Chuan. What's going on? There is something very wrong with that guy. Seeing Lin Chuan turn his head in panic after meeting his eyes, Su Yi trembled suddenly because he had an extremely terrifying suspicion in his mind. Then, when Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Les Han were tested, it once again aroused everyone's discussion, because the strength of the 3 of them was not much worse than Lin Chuan. An hour and a half later, Su Yi, Lin Jian, Lin Mang and other 5 people walked into the training room suitable for them. At this time, the rest of the people had completed the test, so they all focused on Su Yi, Leng Jian and the other 5. Gravity training room. Ah! When the staff had just doubled the intensity, Suyi inside yelled and then lay down on the ground. This scene. Everyone was dumbfounded. What? Can this kind of thing be the leader of Lingshi's team that day? I think Tianling City is real. Before Zhou Sheng could finish his rant, he saw Lin Chuan looking at him with a stern look, which made him hold back the rest of his words. Zhou Sheng. If you dare to say anything to that person again, then you're dead. Staring at Zhou Sheng, Lin Chuan said in a cold tone. When the others saw Lin Chuan's appearance at this time, they were also frightened. They could feel that Lin Chuan was definitely not joking. At the same time, among the teams in the other 3 cities, some people were also talking about Suyi, but they were also stopped by Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Les Han. Luo Tianchen wanted to make good friends with Suyi, and he also knew something about Suyi. As for Pei Tianyi and Les Han, they are not fools. Although they don't know Suyi's situation, they can tell from the actions of Lin Chuan and Luo Tianchen that Suyi is not as simple as it seems. So, before they know Suyi's situation, they won't have any unpleasantness with each other. Spiritual training room. Let's discuss it vigorously. Feel free to look down on Brother Yi. When it comes time to challenge the alien beasts, just wait to be slapped in the face. Looking at the people outside, Leng Jian thought with a smile in his heart. Suyi. Why not test it properly? Don't you know that this test will affect your training plan for the next month? Looking at Suyi walking out of the training room, Ding Kai scolded him with an unhappy expression. Major Ding. This is my true strength. Just make a training plan for me based on this data. After hearing Ding Kai's scolding, Suyi said with an indifferent expression. You. Seeing Suyi's attitude, Ding Kai was so angry that he didn't say anything for a long time. Then he glanced at the others and pulled Suyi aside. Suyi. I don't know what you want to do. But you do. It will affect other people's mentality, which will prevent my training plan from going smoothly. So, are you trying to get kicked out of training camp? Looking at Suyi, Ding Kai suppressed his anger and said. Why? Looks like he wants to lie flat in the training camp. We can no longer hide our strength. After listening to Ding Kai's words, Suyi asked directly, Major Ding, I heard that becoming the big devil in the training camp will give you certain privileges. Is this true? Oh. You want to compete for the title of Great Demon King on the first day? Hearing Suyi's words, Ding Kai suddenly laughed, and then continued, Yes, becoming the big devil of the training camp will give you certain privileges. Then let's get started. After hearing this, Suyi grinned. As you wish. I'm also looking forward to your performance. After saying that, Ding Kai took Suyi back. Suyi wants to compete for the title of Great Demon King. Who is dissatisfied? Then stand up and fight him. Looking at the crowd, Ding Kai directly told the explosive news. What? He's like that, and he still wants to compete for the title of the Great Demon King? Is he crazy? Interesting. Someone is actually competing for the title of Big Demon King on the first day. It's really exciting now. 3 moves. I bet he can't withstand 3 moves from any one of Luo Tianchen, Lin Chuan, Pei Tianyi and Les Han. As Ding Kai finished speaking, everyone started talking directly. After all, in the genius training camp in previous years, only those kind of monster-level geniuses would compete for the title of Big Demon King in the past few days. As for other times, basically it is only at the end of the 1-month training period that they start competing for the title of Big Demon King. And Suyi. They don't think that the other party is that kind of evil genius. Suyi. Although we have a good relationship, I can't give you the title of Big Demon King. At this time, Luo Tianchen was the first to stand up. Next. Pei Tianyi and Lushan also walked out with playful expressions. However, when everyone looked towards Lin Chuan, they found that he was standing motionless. Don't look at me. I don't want to compete with him for the title of Big Demon King. Because it's in my heart. He is the big devil. Noticing that everyone's eyes were on him, Lin Chuan directly expressed his attitude. Hearing Lin Chuan's words, the others just didn't understand, but Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Lushan frowned because they knew Lin Chuan and knew his strength. But now the other party has chosen to give up, which is very wrong. The other side. What to do? It's time to show off. But which kind of power should I use? Use the Red Flame Thunder Tiger Fist of the Xiaocheng realm to kill a child instantly with one punch? Or try those 50 intermediate spiritual weapon level cards to cut the clothes they are wearing into rags? Or it is summon 10 skeleton soldiers directly, chop them first and then explode them, then sit back and watch the show? At this time, Sui didn't pay attention to everyone's reactions, but was struggling with which kind of power to use. After all, the opponent was too weak, and he really couldn't be forced to fight with all his strength. Chapter 23, Level 5 Spiritual Martial Master. How the hell is this possible? Boom! 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 At this moment, Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Leshan directly exploded with their own blood energy and soul seals. Luo Tianchen, 5th level martial artist. Pei Tianyi, a 5th level martial artist. Lushan, a 5th level spiritual master. With such terrifying strength at this age, how dare that Sui compete with them for the title of Great Demon King? Seeing the 5 orange halos at the feet of Luo Tianchen and Pei Tianyi and the 5 orange soul seals behind Lushan, no one except Ling Jian, Lin Meng, Lin Chuan and others were optimistic about Sui. Only the 5th level of the teacher realm? Then do I have to suppress my strength and let them show off a little bit? After seeing the strength shown by the 3 of them, Sui felt that he had really thought too much just now. Then he released orange blood energy, and there were only 5 orange halos under his feet. That's right. He suppressed his strength to that of a 5th level martial artist. You guys come together. Otherwise, it's boring to fight. With that said, Sui rushed towards the 3 of them. Come on you two. After all, this is a matter between you martial artists. I won't get involved. Looking at Sui rushing towards him, Leshan smiled and then stepped aside. After hearing this, Pei Tianyi stepped aside, then looked at Luo Tianchen and said with a smile, Luo Tianchen, you guys know each other, so I'll leave him to you, otherwise, if I take action, I'm afraid I will hurt him. Groove. Obviously you want me to test Suye's strength. The result is that he said it so nicely. These 2 bastards are so shameless. After hearing what the 2 of them said, Luo Tianchen cursed secretly, and then rushed towards Sui. At the same time, he said to himself, since you are so shameless, then I won't tell you anything about his special talent. Pang! Soon, the 2 were fighting fiercely, but what Luo Tianchen didn't expect was that Suye's speed and strength suddenly increased several times, and his face was firmly held down by the opponent's right hand, and then he lifted it high and then slammed him to the ground. Quiet. Extremely quiet. Seeing Sui instantly kill Luo Tianchen, everyone opened their mouths in shock and could not say a word. Brush. At this moment, Luo Tianchen, who was on the ground, stood up instantly, then stepped back 7 or 8 meters, and distanced himself from Sui again. Damn it! This guy's physical control has definitely reached the first glimpse stage, and his level of stimulation is far higher than mine. It's so perverted. Looking at Sui across from him, Luo Tianchen's eyes were full of shock. Originally, he thought that the other party's biggest reliance should be his special summoning talent, but now he knew that the other party's own strength was also extremely terrifying. Pei Tianyi. Let's take action together and use martial arts directly. Otherwise, we are no match for him at all. At this time, Luo Tianchen didn't want to use his talent, so he was ready to drag Pei Tianyi into the water. Good. Hearing Luo Tianchen's proposal, Pei Tianyi did not refuse, because he also realized that Sui was a tough nut to crack. Brush. Brush. Immediately afterwards, the 2 of them used their body and martial arts skills and rushed towards Sui again. Very good. 2 people are gone. I just don't know when the remaining one will enter. Seeing Pei Tianyi joining the battle, Su Yi laughed and then rushed towards the 2 of them. No martial arts. With only pure physical strength, Su Yi fought directly with the 2 of them, and he didn't lose at all. This boy. How far has his physical control reached? He was actually able to withstand the attacks of Luo Tianchen and Pei Tianyi, who used various powerful martial arts with just his physical body. Watching the fight between the 3 of them, Ding Kai's eyes showed a hint of surprise, because he never thought that besides his talent, Su Ye's own strength was also so terrifying. In the crowd. 5th level martial artist. His true strength is actually a 5th level martial artist. Then when he was in the secret realm, he was pretending to be a pig and eating the tiger. Thinking of Huang Mao, who was killed by more than 2,000 skeleton soldiers, Lin Chuan couldn't help but shook his head, and then secretly said, Su Yi is such a B****ch, I must stay away from him in the future. Immediately afterwards, Lin Chuan looked at the 3 people fighting again. I don't know if he can summon skeleton soldiers at the 5th level martial master level. If only I could. Then even if Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Les Han all use their talents, they may not be his opponents. Thinking of the densely packed skeleton summoned creatures, Lin Chuan felt a sense of despair. Luo Tianchen. We underestimated this Su Yi. Why don't we let Les Han come in? After all, Su Yi hasn't used his martial arts yet. If he uses martial arts, the 2 of us won't be able to hold on. After a few minutes of fierce fighting, Pei Tianyi expressed his thoughts to Luo Tianchen. Good. After Luo Tianchen heard this, he immediately agreed to the proposal. Les Han. Enter. Then, the 2 of them shouted together towards Les Han not far away. Brush. 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 Soon. 18 flying knives came towards Su Yi with a sound of breaking through the air. Finally everyone is in. With his speed, after dodging the first round of attacks from the 18 flying knives, Su Yi quickly retreated and distanced himself from the 3 people on the opposite side. That's what makes it interesting. I've let you all join us a long time ago. Looking at the 3 people opposite him, Su Yi grinned, and then 5 orange soul marks emerged from behind him. At the same time, he took out 50 golden cards from his arms. Under the control of his mental power, 50 golden cards floated in the air, and then began to linger around him. Pang! When Ding Kai, who was sitting on the chair, saw this scene, he stood up in shock, his eyes filled with disbelief. F***K. Spiritual and Martial Arts Cultivation. Level 5 Spiritual Martial Master. Isn't this Su Yi a little too scary? I thought he was a weakling. I didn't expect him to be a hidden boss. I'm really convinced. No wonder he dared to compete for the title of Big Demon King on the first day. He has the qualifications. At this time, the quiet crowd exploded instantly. No one expected that Su Yi, who had always been so secretive, could be so terrifyingly powerful. Groove. You are so shocked here. The truly terrifying thing about him is his talent. Hearing the comments from people around him, Lin Chuan only dared to roar in his heart. After all, that was Su Ye's secret. He didn't dare to tell it before Su Yi took the initiative to expose it. The other side. Spiritual and Martial Arts Cultivation. Level 5 Spiritual Martial Master. And the degree of physical control is extremely terrifying. The degree of control over the soul is unknown. You haven't used any martial arts yet, how can you play like this? Looking at Su Yi across from them, Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Les Han felt great pressure for the first time. Especially Luo Tianchen. Because he knew that Su Yi still had a talent, and it was a special summoning talent. What to do? Do you want to use your talent? After a long silence, Luo Tianchen was the first to ask. Chapter 24 Use your talent, otherwise you really won't be able to defeat him. Waiting. Let me test his soul control first. Try his martial arts skills. If you really can't stand it, then use your talent. After all, once you use your talent, the battle is basically over. After hearing Luo Tianshan's words, Leshan gave his own suggestions. Good. Then let him fight with all his strength. After making a decision, Luo Tianshan shouted to Su Yi on the opposite side, Su Yi, use your martial arts. Let us see how strong you are. Want me to use martial arts? Could it be? Do they still have a trump card? After hearing Luo Tianshan's words, Su Yi was stunned for a moment, then thought of something, and thought to himself, talent. Their trump card should be talent. Think of this. Su Yi became excited. After all, until now, he had met only one person with talent, Ding Kai. Red Flame Thunder Tiger Fist. Seeing Luo Tianshan and Pei Tianyi rushing toward him, Su Yi concentrated his blood energy on his right fist, and then punched it out with excitement. The red flames are like waves. Razor surges. As a thunder tiger flashing with lightning appeared in everyone's sight, the entire training ground fell silent for an instant. At the same time, the 50 golden cards lingering around Su Yi also rushed towards Leshan with a sound of breaking through the air. Groove. High-level martial arts, Red Flame Thunder Tiger Fist. And the flames are like waves, the thunder is like snakes, this is the realm of Xiaocheng. Feeling the power fluctuations emitted by the Thunder Flame Tiger, Luo Tianshan and Pei Tianyi's expressions changed wildly. Then they looked at each other and both displayed their strongest martial arts. Not far away, Leshan controlled 18 flying knives and was trying hard to resist the 50 golden cards, but soon, a wry smile appeared on his face. All 50 golden cards are at the mid-level spiritual weapon level. And the speed and power of the control cards are far superior to mine. This is enough to prove that his control over the soul far exceeds mine. Groove. What a monster. After complaining, Leshan controlled the 18 flying knives to return to himself, then entered a defensive state, desperately resisting the attacks of 50 golden cards. 1 minute later, Luo Tianshan and Pei Tianyi wiped away the blood that overflowed from the corners of their mouths and slowly stood up from the ground. Leshan, who was covered in small wounds all over his body, also walked to the two of them from a short distance away. 3 against 1. They were completely defeated. Facing this result, a wry smile appeared on the faces of the three of them. That be ********** D. Lin Chuan. He definitely knows Su Ye's strength. But he didn't tell us. What a dog. Looking at Lin Chuan in the crowd, the three of them were so angry. Okay. Let's not talk about Lin Chuan for now. Let's use our talents next, otherwise, we really can't defeat him. Looking at Su Yi opposite, Pei Tianyi suggested directly. Good. After hearing this, Luo Tianshan and Leshan immediately agreed with the proposal. Su Yi. We admit that you are strong. But we still have talent. As he spoke, a dazzling golden light burst out from Luo Tianshan's body. Talent, golden body protection. Defense increased dozens of times. Even if Su Ye's high-level martial arts reaches Xiaocheng level, it is impossible to break Luo Tianshan's golden body. As the discussion started, a giant bear figure appeared behind Pei Tianyi. Talent, soul of the violent bear. The power increases dozens of times. Except for Luo Tianshan, I haven't heard of anyone who can block Pei Tianyi's punch. Seeing that Pei Tianyi also used his talents, various exclamations came from the crowd again. At the same time, the temperature of the training ground suddenly dropped sharply, and some people who thought of something looked directly towards Leshan. Talent, the power of black ice. Can freeze everything instantly. Leshan also used his talent. Seeing all three of them using their talents, everyone became excited. After all, among their peers, few people could force them to use their talents. So what if you use your talents? It's just asking for humiliation. In the crowd, Lin Chuan said to himself with disdain. The collision of talents. Su Yi. Let me see how strong your skeleton soldiers are. Not far away, Ding Kai thought excitedly. Talent. The trump card of the three of them is indeed their talent. But there's no rush to summon the skeleton soldiers. Let me see how talented they are first. Looking at the three people opposite, Sui burst out with all his strength with an excited expression. 6 orange halos. 6 orange soul seals. 6th level spiritual martial artist. When everyone saw the change in Suye's strength, they all opened their mouths in shock, because they never expected that Sui actually hid his strength. Groove. This guy Sui actually hides his strength. Are you going to be such a dog? Seeing the strength shown by Sui, Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Les Han immediately cursed in their hearts, because they realized now that they were fighting desperately before, but Sui was actually accompanying them. Play. Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi. Let's take action together. After all, Suye's level of control over his body and mind far exceeds ours. In addition, his realm is one level higher than ours. If I were to challenge him in a duel, I'm afraid I wouldn't be his match. At this time, Leshan's voice sounded from the side. Good. After Luo Tianchen and Pei Tianyi heard this, they rushed towards Sui. Freeze. Seeing the two people rushing towards Sui, Les Han, who was exuding a cold air, also took action directly. Is this Leshan's talent? Seeing that his feet began to slowly form ice crystals, Sui also became interested, and then a burst of blood energy burst out from his feet, instantly shattering all the ice crystals. It's a bit difficult. Noticing that ice crystals had condensed from his feet again, Sui could only use part of his blood energy to continuously shatter the ice crystals, otherwise, he would not be able to move. Boom. 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 Soon, Luo Tianchen and Pei Tianyi came to Sui and then fought fiercely together. Red Flame Thunder Tiger Fist. As Sui used his martial arts skills again, Luo Tianchen stood directly in front of Pei Tianyi. Boom. Luo Tianchen took 6 or 7 steps back, but his protective golden body was not broken. Pei Tianyi took the opportunity to launch a fierce attack on Sui. At the same time, a large number of ice crystals began to appear under Suye's body, which not only froze his feet, but also spread to his whole body. Even if Sui controlled 50 golden cards to continuously crush the ice crystals on his body, the speed of crushing could not be compared to freezing. Speed. Talent. It is indeed a powerful force. Based on my current strength alone, I am really no match for the three of them. At this time, Sui burst out with a powerful burst of blood energy, instantly shattering all the ice crystals on his body, and then quickly retreated, directly opening the fighting distance. Enough fun. This battle can be over. Looking at the three people opposite, Sui said with a chuckle. Chapter 25 Teleport. Self-destruction. Who can stop these skeleton soldiers? Enough fun? What's the meaning? Hearing Suye's words, both Pei Tianyi and Les Han showed confusion on their faces. He's going to use his talent. Next. Fight with all your strength. Seeing the puzzled looks on the two people's faces, Luo Tianchen directly gave the answer. What? Does he still have talent? After Pei Tianyi and Leshan heard this, they looked at Luo Tianchen with wide eyes. That's right. He has talent too. And it's a special summoning talent. The summoned troops are the skeleton troops that have never appeared before. At this time, Luo Tianchen no longer concealed Suye's secret and directly told everything he knew. 6th level spiritual martial artist. Both the control of the physical body and the control of the soul have broken through to the stage of first glimpse. Practice high-level martial arts, and also realize the Xiaocheng state. This is already extremely scary. And then, he actually has talent. And it's a special summoning talent. After knowing all about Suye's strength, Pei Tianyi and Les Han felt the tremendous pressure from their peers for the first time. Appeared. His skeleton summoned creature appears. Fight. At this time, seeing that Sui had summoned 10 skeleton soldiers, Luo Tianchen first reminded the two of them, and then took the lead in rushing towards the skeleton team on the opposite side. After hearing Luo Tianshan's reminder, Pei Tianyi followed closely and rushed forward. You two block all the skeleton summoned creatures. I'll help you from behind. Before Leshan could finish speaking, a skeleton soldier 8 meters away appeared in front of him instantly, and the tip of the sharp bone knife was pressed directly against his neck. Gudong. Feeling the tingling sensation on his neck, Leshan was so frightened that he swallowed his saliva. Looking at the skeleton soldier in front of him with eyes burning with black soul fire, his eyes were filled with endless fear. F***K. Suyi actually has a talent, and it's a special summoning talent. Teleport. The skeleton creature he summoned can actually teleport. This is simply a spiritual person's nightmare. A 6th-level spiritual martial artist with the talent of summoning. This is so G outrageous. Seeing Leshan being controlled by the skeleton soldiers, everyone around him exploded instantly, because they never expected that Suyi actually hid his talent. The other side. Groove. The speed and power erupted by these 6th-level martial master-level skeleton soldiers are not weaker than Suyi at all. How the hell are you going to fight like this? At this time, facing the frenzied attack of 4 skeleton soldiers, Luo Tianshan and Pei Tianyi immediately exploded because they never thought that the skeleton soldiers summoned by Suyi would be so strong. This is simply outrageous. Pei Tianyi. Stop talking about it. You know, there are only 4 skeleton soldiers attacking us now, and there are quite a few standing around watching the fun. Hearing Pei Tianyi's complaints, Luo Tianshan said with a wry smile. Opposite. Major Ding. I'm going to end the fight. But they may need your help, otherwise, they may die. Seeing the 2 people being suppressed and beaten by 4 skeleton soldiers, Suyi suddenly looked in the direction of Ding Kai, and then reminded him with a smirk on his face. Hearing this, Ding Kai was stunned at first, but when he saw the remaining skeleton soldiers rushing towards Luo Tianshan and Pei Tianyi, he stopped thinking about it and immediately rushed towards them. No matter what Suyi said is true or false. But as the general person in charge of this training camp, he must ensure the safety of everyone, and there must be no accidents. Burst. Seeing Ding Kai appearing next to the 2 of them, Suyi grinned and snapped his fingers. Boom. With a loud noise, a huge mushroom cloud appeared in everyone's sight. F***K. 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 This skeletal creature has strong combat power. It can endure it even if it can teleport. But how can it actually self-destruct? It's terrible. Suyi is really terrible. He is a pervert himself, and the skeleton creatures he summons are also perverts. The Great Demon King. Suyi is the well-deserved Great Demon King. Looking at the gorgeous mushroom cloud, everyone was really frightened. It can be said that Suyi's terror has been deeply imprinted in their hearts. Cut. What is this big mushroom cloud? Compared to the super mushroom cloud in the secret realm, this is my G younger brother. At this time, looking at the reactions of the people around him, Lin Chuan muttered with disdain. Not far away. Brother Skeleton. Will you blow yourself up? Right. I've been holding the knife for a long time. Are you tired? Do you want to put it down and take a rest? Seeing the mushroom cloud not far away, Leshan was frightened to tears, and then he discussed it with the skeleton soldiers in front of him. The smoke disperses. Ding Kai, Luo Tianshan and Pei Tianyi gradually appeared in everyone's sight. 6th level martial artist level skeleton soldier self-destructs. You can actually hurt me. Even if the damage caused to me is not very big, if the amount is large enough, I'll be in danger too. Thinking of this, Ding Kai looked at Suyi who was not far away, and at the same time thought to himself, this boy has really brought me enough surprises. Groove. Suyi, you be **************** D. I treat you with all my heart, but you blast me with skulls. It's not like this. At this time, Luo Tianshan, who had recovered from the fear of the explosion, started to curse in his heart. After all, he was really scared to the point of peeing just now. Su Yi. Scary guy. Being in the same class as him is my greatest misfortune. Pei Tianyi on the side also looked at Su Yi at this time, but there was still fear in his eyes, because just now he was the closest to death in his life. After a while, Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi, and Les Han failed the challenge. Does anyone else want to challenge Su Yi? At this time, Ding Kai looked at everyone and asked loudly. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Since no one wants to challenge again, then I declare. Su Yi is the big devil of this year's Genius Training Camp, and if you want to compete for the title of Big Devil in the future, you can still challenge him. Seeing that no one came forward for a long time, Ding Kai directly announced the title of Su Yi, the Great Demon King. Alright. The rest of the time is free for you to do. In the afternoon, we will conduct a practical test. Afterwards, Ding Kai told him about his plans for the afternoon, and then left the underground floor directly. Chapter 26 Melon Seeds, Drinks, and a Small Barbecue? I'll pair him with some beauties. Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi. We can't beat Su Yi, I admit it. But that guy Lin Chuan is nothing, I feel bad. So. I want to F***k him, what about you? After Ding Kai left, Les Han found Luo Tianchen and Pei Tianyi, and then expressed his thoughts. The four of us have known each other for more than 2 years. But he knew about Su Ye's situation, but he didn't tell us. This is a bit doggy. So. Got to F***k him. Upon hearing Leshan's proposal, Pei Tianyi did not hesitate at all and directly chose to support it. What are you two looking at me for? Let's go. F***k him. Seeing both of them looking at him, Luo Tianchen grinned and then walked towards Lin Chuan. Not far away. Why did the three of them come here? Do you want to ask me something about Su Yi? Lin Chuan, who was sitting in the corner to rest, saw Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Leshan walking towards him menacingly. For some reason, he felt faintly uneasy. F***k. They are coming to F***k me. You're crazy. It's not like I bullied them. They have the guts to go find Su Yi. Seeing the three people getting closer and closer, they directly released their talents. Lin Chuan also guessed something, and then cursed in his heart. Far away. Brother Yi, look quickly. They started fighting. Noticing that Lin Chuan, Luo Tianchen and 3 others were fighting in the distance, Ling Jian, Lin Mang and 4 others ran over to watch the fun. It's better to have fun alone than to have fun together. The relationship between these 4 people is really good. Seeing Luo Tianchen and the other 3 chasing Lin Chuan, Su Yi couldn't help laughing, and then walked towards a staff member. Su Yi. What's the matter? Looking at Su Yi walking over, Su Song quickly asked. After all, Su Ye's current identity was no longer an ordinary student. Even they had to take it seriously. I need something. Can you buy it for me? Looking at Su Song, Su Yi directly stated his purpose. What do you need? Nutritional solution? Soul-nourishing solution? Special or for making spiritual weapons? High-level martial arts? Or? Hearing what Su Song said, Su Yi knew that the other party had misunderstood something, and then interrupted directly. What I want is not these things, but melon seeds, iced drinks, iced beer, meat skewers, oven, charcoal, various condiments and other things. Don't cultivate resources. Instead, you want a bunch of food and drink? What? Are you here for vacation? After hearing Su Ye's words, Su Song couldn't believe his ears for a moment. Su Yi. Are you sure you want these things? After regaining consciousness, Su Song looked at Su Yi and asked seriously. That's right. Just these things. It's best to prepare a month's supply for me. After all, I can't be idle while they are training. I have to find something to do for myself, right? Looking at Su Song, Su Yi said with a smile. This. Su Yi. I understand your request, but whether it can be approved or not depends on Major Ding's wishes. So. You wait here first, I will go and talk to Major Ding about this. After saying that, Su Song walked directly towards the elevator. 5 floors underground, in a secret room. Colonel Zhang. These are all the circumstances about Su Yi. What should I do next? At this time, Ding Kai had already reported Su Ye's situation through an encrypted phone call. 1 minute. 2 minutes. After Ding Kai waited for 2 minutes, a deep voice rang from the phone. Give your best to cultivate. No matter the cost. If you have any questions, come to me. After saying that, the person on the other side hung up the phone directly. Cultivate with all your strength. No matter the cost. It's pretty much what I expected. Hearing the order given by the colonel, Ding Kai didn't have much reaction, because he had already guessed it. After all, Su Yi was too perverted. If he didn't devote all his efforts to cultivating such a monster-level genius, what would happen? Who is worthy of cultivating with all our strength? Ding ding ding. As soon as he walked out of the secret room, Ding Kai's phone rang. Su Yi used his privileges. Want us to prepare something for him? After hearing what Su Song said, Ding Kai smiled and then said, wait for me in the office on the 1st floor, I'll be there right away. After a while. On the 1st floor, the general manager's office. What? Seeds, drinks, beer, barbecue? What does he take this for? Do we need to match him with some more beauties? After learning about Su Ye's needs, Ding Kai was so angry that his whole body began to shake uncontrollably. Major Ding. He also said that it would be best to prepare a month's supply for him. That. Do you want to prepare it for him? Looking at the furious Ding Kai, Su Song asked cautiously. Get ready. Tell him to come see me right away. After hearing this, Ding Kai yelled directly. A few minutes later. Su Yi. Although you have become the great demon king, you have certain privileges. But that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want in the training camp. First. Those things you proposed are not approved. Secondly. I will make a training plan for you, and you must complete it well for me. At last. If you have any serious needs, just ask and I will try my best to satisfy you. When Su Yi came to the office, Ding Kai didn't talk nonsense and explained the matter clearly. Major Ding. Since I can have the current strength, it proves that I have a cultivation method that suits me. So. No matter what training plan you make for me, I will never implement it. As for serious needs. I want a lot of strange beasts of the same realm, the more the better, because I like to fight to the death with strange beasts. Only in that way can I become stronger quickly. If you can. I hope that apart from eating and sleeping, I can spend the rest of the time fighting alien beasts. After listening to Ding Kai's words, Su Yi thought for a while and then expressed his thoughts. Fighting alien beasts every day? Is this his way of training? After hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai did not give an answer immediately, but walked out of the room directly. A few minutes later. Su Yi. I agree to your request. From now on, you can enter the secret battle realm on the 2nd underground floor at any time. As for the strange beasts, as much as you kill, we will replenish you. Ding Kai, who returned, directly agreed to Su Ye's request. Major Ding. Actually, it's quite boring to keep fighting alien beasts. So. I just want those food and drinks, and I want to find something to do for myself in my free time. But now. If you reject my request, then I won't need to rest. I hope you won't regret this decision by then. Before leaving, Su Yi suddenly said these words to Ding Kai. Chapter 27. In 25 hours, all the secret battle realms were destroyed, and Ding Kai panicked. Regret? How is that possible? Looking at Su Yi leaving, Ding Kai shook his head helplessly and did not take what Su Yi just said to heart. second underground floor. Su Yi. There are a total of 5, Zhao level, Battle Secret Realms and 10, Division level, Battle Secret Realms here. 100,000 strange beasts were released into each Battle Secret Realm. All the strange beasts released into the 0 level, Battle Secret Realms are all 9th level beasts. As for the alien beasts released in all, Division level, Battle Secret Realms, they are level 1 to level 5. There are currently no level 6 alien beasts, but Major Ding has made arrangements, and a batch of level 6 alien beasts will be shipped tomorrow. Super Alien Beast. When Su Yi arrived at the second underground floor, the staff here introduced the situation of the secret battle realm. Activate the number 1, Division level, Battle Secret Realm entrance. I'm going in now. After listening to the staff's introduction, Su Yi couldn't wait to speak out. Right. Only Major Ding can view my data after entering the Battle Secret Realm. You know what I mean. When Su Yi was about to enter the entrance to the Battle Secret Realm, Su Yi suddenly thought of something, and then looked at the staff with a serious face. I understand. After hearing this, the staff smiled and nodded. After all, Su Yi's identity is different now. Naturally, not everyone can view the battle data about Su Yi. Fight in the secret realm. No more pretending. Blow it up. Try to send all the strange beasts in the secret battle area to see Tai Nai before the others come here. Thinking of this, Su Yi took the 640 skeleton soldiers behind him and started the journey of destroying the beasts. 2 hours later. Name, Su Yi. Talent, Summoning, current upper limit, 720. Weapons, Skeleton Soldier, Self-Destruction, Forced First Blood, Teleportation. Chi and Blood, 723.6. Realm, 7th level Martial Artist. Physical Control, a first look at the door, 46.77%. Martial Skills, Overlapping Wave Palm, Confused Wind Step, 7-star Confused Tracking Step, Red Flame Thunder Tiger Fist, Small Success /12.3%. Mental Power, 678.6. Realm, Level 6 Spiritual Master. Soul Control, a first glimpse into the door, 38.25%. Items, Divine Alliance Coin *18.8 million, Golden Stone *77, Heavenly Marrow Liquid *49 drops, God of War Skeleton Summoning Card *10, Talent Source Stone Fragments *66. Although there are 100,000 strange beasts, but the number of first, second, and third level Master Realm beasts accounts for 80%. Taking it all together, you can only get one reward for every 70 or 80 strange beasts you kill. I can only say it's a so-so. Seeing that the improvement in all aspects of his strength was not very large, Su Yi was not too disappointed. After all, these strange beasts were at a lower level than him. But Su Yi also confirmed one thing, that is, the talent source stone fragments will only explode when killing ancient beasts. Su Yi. Why did you come out so quickly? Looking at Su Yi, who was teleported out, the staff asked with confusion. I don't like fighting in one place all the time. So I want to change to a secret battle realm. After hearing the staff's inquiry, Su Yi immediately started making it up. Okay. Then I'll take you to the number 2, Division level, Battle Secret Realm. Although they didn't understand, the staff knew what their job was, so without asking too many questions, they took Su Yi towards another secret battle realm. 1 hour and 50 minutes. Su Yi teleported out of the secret realm again. Su Yi. I understand. Let's go directly to the number 3, Division level, Battle Secret Realm. This time, the staff didn't talk nonsense and took Su Yi directly to the next Battle Secret Realm. Ding ding ding. When Su Yi entered the number 3, Division level, Combat Secret Realm, the staff's phone started ringing. Su Yi is still in the Battle Secret Realm. Okay. I see. After hanging up the phone, the staff member showed a look of envy in his eyes, and then murmured to himself, just because Su Yi is still in the Battle Secret Realm, Major Ding cancelled today's Alien Beast Challenge. The treatment you enjoy as a Demon King is just different. 14 hours later. All the strange beasts in the 10 division level battle secrets have been slaughtered. Chi and blood reached 999.9. But the mental power is only 903.4. In that case, then I can only attack 5 Zhou level battle secret realms. Thinking of this, Suyi asked the staff to take him to the 0 level battle secret realm. After a while, Suyi, I came here around 10 o'clock yesterday morning, and now it's 4 o'clock in the morning. A whole 18 hours. He has been fighting strange beasts all the time. It's terrible. No wonder he has such terrifying strength at such an age. When Suyi entered the number 1 war level secret combat realm, the staff couldn't help but sigh. 4 hours later, on the basement level. Suyi didn't come? Did he go to the second underground floor again early in the morning? When Ding Kai came to the training ground and found that Suyi was not here, he took out his mobile phone and dialed a number. Zhang Yuan, is Suyi at your place? Yes. Good. I see. After learning that Suyi was on the second floor underground, Ding Kai immediately hung up the phone, and then murmured to himself, why does this kid like fighting strange beasts so much? Is this really his unique way of training? Another 3 hours passed, 11 o'clock in the morning. Tang Jun did not complete the training plan in the morning, strong current electric shock for 30 minutes. Wei Jiang, you didn't complete the training plan in the morning. I'll give you a strong electric shock for 30 minutes. The above 38 people will be punished immediately. The rest will be dismissed and actual combat training will begin in the afternoon. Looking at the 38 people who came to receive punishment, Ding Kai's face was full of anger, because he never expected that so many people would not complete the training plan on the first day, and this was only in the morning. Training plan. Right. I don't know what happened to that boy Suyi. I'd better go over and see for myself. Thinking of this, Ding Kai walked directly towards the elevator. Second underground floor. Zhang Yuan. Is Suyi still here? After arriving on the second underground floor, Ding Kai found Zhang Yuan and then asked about Suyi. Major Ding. Suyi left 10 minutes ago. I think I went back to my room to rest. Upon hearing Ding Kai's question, Zhang Yuan immediately answered. Already gone? After learning that Suyi had left, Ding Kai also walked directly towards the number 1 division level battle secret realm because he wanted to check the situation in the secret realm. Right. What time did Suyi come in the morning? Walking to the computer, Ding Kai asked casually. What time did you come in the morning? He never left. Hearing Ding Kai's words, Zhang Yuan quickly replied. Never left? Ding Kai, who was about to check the situation of the secret realm on the computer, was stunned when he heard this. At the same time, a strong uneasiness surged into his heart. Chapter 28 Bottleneck Mission, Kill 100,000 division-level beasts above level 9. Battle Secret Realm. I have to hurry up and take a look at the situation inside the battle secrets. At this time, Ding Kai, who had regained consciousness, quickly turned on the computer and checked the situation in the number 1 division level battle secret. No more. Suyi is a lunatic. It actually took him more than 20 hours to kill all the 100,000 strange beasts in the secret battle area. When Ding Kai discovered this situation on the computer, he instantly felt that the sky was falling. After all, 100,000 master-level alien beasts were worth a lot of money, and under normal circumstances, even if everyone performed Alien Beasts Everyday Challenge, that's enough to sustain you for a long time. But now, they were all killed by Suyi alone. Major Ding. Next, let's take a look at the situation in the number 2 division level battle secret realm. At this moment, Zhang Yuan's voice rang from the side. Brush. Hearing this, Ding Kai suddenly turned his head and looked at Zhang Yuan, and then asked with a trembling voice, he also went to the number 2 division level combat secret realm? More than. He has been to all 10 division level Battle Secret Realms and 5, Warrior level, Battle Secret Realms. And according to what he said, he doesn't like to fight in one place all the time, so every hour or so, he will change to a different fighting place. Zhang Yuan, who knew nothing, also told everything he knew at this time. What? All the secret places have gone. And I only stayed in each secret place for just over an hour. Upon hearing the news, Ding Kai ran towards the number 2, division level, Battle Secret Realm in a panic. 5 minutes later. 25 hours. 1.5 million strange beasts. All dead. In fact, he didn't even let go of the 0 level beasts. When Ding Kai checked all the battle secrets, he finally understood what Su Yi meant when he left in the office yesterday. Zhang Yuan. From now on, no one can enter here without my order, let alone check the situation in any secret battle area. Do you understand? At this time, Ding Kai thought of something, and then looked at Zhang Yuan and gave the order. I understand. After hearing this, Zhang Yuan immediately replied. Something happened. Something is definitely going on in the Battle Secret Realm. And it's definitely related to Su Yi. Looking at Ding Kai striding away, Zhang Yuan finally realized one thing, that is, there was a problem in all the secret battle realms, and the problem seemed to be very serious. 5 floors underground, secret room. If something goes wrong in a battle secret realm, it's my fault. There are problems in all the secret battle realms, and that's the senior colonel's fault. Thinking of this, Ding Kai picked up the encrypted phone and dialed the number again. Ding Kai. I have given clear instructions for Su Ye's training. He wants a large number of division level, 6th level exotic beasts, and I have approved them. And now? What happened to him again? After the call was connected, the deep voice rang first from the phone. Colonel Zhang. 25 hours. Su Yi killed all the strange beasts in the secret area of the battle. Even if it is a 0 level beast in the secret realm of battle, he will not let go. Upon hearing the other party's inquiry, Ding Kai directly told the situation. Silence. As Ding Kai finished speaking, the other party immediately fell into silence. Colonel Zhang. You know the alien beast challenge I made before. But now the beasts are gone. So, I want to apply for 500,000, 0 level, 9th level exotic beasts, and 1 million, master level, 1st to 5th level exotic beasts. Right. There are also 20,000, division level, 6th level exotic beasts that you approved yesterday. I feel that the number is not necessarily enough. It is best to increase it 100 times and approve another 2 million, division level, 6th level exotic beasts. Seeing that the colonel didn't speak for a long time, Ding Kai also expressed his needs. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Seeds, drinks, and a small barbecue will satisfy him. At the same time, he is only allowed to fight with strange beasts for 4 hours a day. As for the strange beasts, I approved everything you just said. At the same time, I told him that in the next 4 hours every day, we will supplement as much as he kills. After Ding Kai waited for 5 minutes, the colonel's voice rang from the phone. Colonel. Su Yi can kill 1.5 million strange beasts in 25 hours. I feel like he still hides his strength. Should we find him and ask him clearly? After hearing what the colonel said, Ding Kai raised a question again. Unnecessary. Everyone has everyone's secret. Since he didn't say it, then let's not ask. After saying that, the call was hung up directly. Why? I just said yesterday that I don't regret it. What a slap in the face today. It's so uncomfortable. Looking at the hung-up phone, Ding Kai also showed a wry smile, then left the secret room, came to the first floor, and walked towards Su Ye's room. First floor, room number 1. Name, Su Yi. Talent, summoning, current upper limit, 990. Weapons, skeleton soldier, self-destruction, forced first blood, teleportation. Chi and blood, 999.9. Realm, Level 9 Extreme Martial Artist. Physical Control, a first look at the door, 81.46%. Martial Skills, Overlapping Wave Palm, Confused Wind Step, 7-star Confused Tracking Step, Red Flame Thunder Tiger Fist, Small Success /93.6%. Spiritual Power, 999.9. Realm, 9th Level Extreme Spiritual Master. Soul Control, a first glimpse into the door, 70.62%. Items, Divine Alliance Coin *37.82 million, Golden Stone *108, Heavenly Marrow Liquid *72 drops, God of War Skeleton Summoning Card *10, Talent Source Stone Fragments *66. Level 9 Extreme Spiritual Warrior. The degree of stimulation of physical body control and spiritual soul control has also been greatly improved. At the same time, the Red Flame Thunder Tiger Fist is about to break through to the Desheng state. Very good. These 1.5 million strange beasts are very powerful. Looking at the brand new character attributes panel, Suyi nodded with satisfaction. Ding! Issue a bottleneck mission and ask the host to kill 100,000 division level beasts above level 9. If the mission is successful, the bottleneck will be lifted and you will receive a mysterious gift package with no time limit. At this moment, the system's beep sounded in Su Ye's mind. Kill 100,000 division level beasts above level 9? It's not difficult either. Thinking of his current identity as the Great Demon King, Suyi felt that this bottleneck task was not difficult at all. Complete bottleneck mission. Break through the Wuzong realm. Add the entry, sacrifice oneself to save others. Immediately afterwards, Suyi made a short-term plan for himself. Boom, boom, boom. Just then, there was a knock on the door. Chapter 29 Eat with him. Drink with him. And chat with him? Major Ding. Why are you here? After opening the door and seeing that the person who came was Ding Kai, Suyi asked in surprise. You killed the beast. I'll take care of it. Then you asked me why I came? Upon hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai walked into the room with a dark face. Major Ding. Come to me. Is it because of the 1.5 million strange beasts? After closing the door, Suyi didn't talk nonsense and went straight to the topic. That's right. My coming here this time is indeed related to those 1.5 million strange beasts. Suyi. I really underestimated you. In 25 hours, 1.5 million strange beasts were killed. This is outrageous. Speaking of this matter, Ding Kai still had a look of disbelief in his eyes. Outrageous? Wait until I break through to the 9th level of extreme martial arts. Then the number of skeleton soldiers I summon will reach 9990. If another lucky critical hit is triggered, that will be 99,990 skeleton soldiers. At that time, the speed of exploding the alien beasts will be outrageous. After hearing Ding Kai's words, Suyi smiled and shrugged without explaining anything. All right. Let's get down to business. I have already applied for 2 million, division level, 6 level alien beasts from above, and they should be sent to you one after another in the next few days. So, don't go to the secret battle realm where there are alien beasts that are lower than you. A beast. After all, other people still need those strange beasts. Seeing that Suyi didn't want to say anything, Ding Kai directly stated the purpose of his visit. Master level, 6th level alien beast. Just 2 million? This is not enough for me to kill in 2 days. After hearing Ding Kai's words, Suyi was not excited at all, but was a little disappointed. 2 million heads. Still too little. This is a strange beast in the same realm as you. Do you think you can still kill indiscriminately? Seeing Su Ye's disappointed look, the corners of Ding Kai's mouth twitched in anger. Su Yi. 2 million, division level, 6 level exotic beasts. You won't be able to kill them all in 2 days. Because from now on, you only have 4 hours to fight alien beasts every day. Right. I approve the melon seeds, drinks, and small barbecue you asked for before. When you have nothing to do, find something to do for yourself. After saying that, Ding Kai stood up and walked out the door. After all, he had slapped himself in the face, and he was embarrassed to continue to stay here. Why? It's only been 2 days and I can't bear it anymore. What a disappointment. When he heard that his battle with the alien beasts had a time limit, and that his previous requirements had also been approved, Suyi didn't have much of a reaction, because he had already guessed the result, but what he didn't expect was that, it's only been 2 days and Ding Kai can't bear it anymore. Major Ding. I also want to tell you something. Actually, I hide my strength. My true strength is that of a 9th level ultimate spiritual martial artist, and I feel like I'm about to break through the bottleneck. So, can those 2 million exotic beasts be replaced by 100,000, division level, 9th level alien beasts and 1.9 million, zone level, 1st level alien beasts? Just when Ding Kai was about to step out of the room, Su Ye's voice sounded from behind him. After hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai's body suddenly stiffened. Hidden strength? Level 9 ultimate spiritual martial artist. Break through the bottleneck immediately. This guy is a student who has not yet taken the college entrance examination. What kind of strength should he have? At this time, Ding Kai was really frightened by the news. Good. I see. I will study this matter when I get back and give you an answer later. After pretending to be calm, Ding Kai quickly left Su Ye's room. Why? It's such a small request, I still have to go back and study it. This talent training camp is a bit unreliable. Looking at Ding Kai leaving, Su Yi also sighed helplessly. After all, he was going to stay in the training camp for a month, but who would have thought that in just 2 days, the training camp would make small demands on him? I feel a little overwhelmed. 5 floors underground, secret room. The training camp has started for 2 days. And I'm either in the secret room or on the way to the secret room. This is so G outrageous. After arriving in the secret room and looking at the encrypted phone in front of him, Ding Kai was really a little crazy, because he felt that as the head of the training camp, he did nothing every day and only served Su Yi. Call. After taking a deep breath, Ding Kai picked up the encrypted phone and dialed the familiar number again. Ding Kai. What happened again? After the call was connected, the senior colonel's slightly tired voice rang from the phone. It can be said that the senior colonel was going crazy after receiving calls from Ding Kai one after another in the past 2 days. Colonel. Su Yi has hidden his strength. His true strength is that of a 9th level extreme spiritual martial artist, and he will soon break through the bottleneck. So, he hopes to replace those 2 million exotic beasts with 100,000, division level, 9th level alien beasts and 1.9 million, zone level, 1st level alien beasts. Upon hearing the colonel's inquiry, Ding Kai explained the situation directly. Silence. As Ding Kai finished speaking, the other end of the phone fell into silence again. Approved. However, the 4 hours of fighting alien beasts every day will be changed to 3 hours. Besides, when you have nothing to do, eat with him, drink with him, and chat with him, so that he won't be too bored when he is free. After saying that, the senior colonel hung up the phone directly. The general manager of the training camp. Go eat with him, drink with him, and chat with him? Seeing the phone being hung up, Ding Kai was stunned because he never thought that he would not only be responsible for other people, but also have to be an escort for Su Yi. Afternoon. The underground floor is the training ground. We are training hard in front. Brother Yi is enjoying eating and drinking in the back. It's so uncomfortable. Is this how the great demon king is treated? At this time, the 49 people who were conducting one-on-one combat training saw Su Yi not far away grilling skewers and drinking cold beer. This scene instantly broke their defenses. Su Yi. How about we change places? You don't know. 38 people have not completed the morning training plan. So, I am very concerned about the afternoon training plan. But now, The two of us are enjoying eating and drinking here, but this has seriously affected their actual combat training. Seeing the 49 people in the distance, because Su Yi was eating and drinking here, he could no longer devote himself to actual combat training. This made Ding Kai very anxious. Then he looked at Su Yi and explained the situation. Not training well? So can I help them? Su Yi, who was worried about having nothing to do, immediately became energetic after hearing Ding Kai's words. Major Ding. Do you need my help? At this time, Su Yi showed a devilish smile, looked at Ding Kai and asked. Chapter 30. The actual combat instructor was replaced by a skeleton soldier, and everyone's mentality collapsed. Help me? Hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai became interested, and then asked curiously, how can I help? Help you train them. Let them complete their training plan every day. How about it? Do you want me to try? Looking at Ding Kai, Su Yi said with a smile. Interesting. Say what you think. Ding Kai did not make an immediate decision, but wanted to hear what Su Yi wanted to do. Let them engage in real combat. To know. Practical instructors are human beings after all. Moreover, facing these geniuses from various cities, can they really kill them? Like now. Their attention will be distracted here from time to time, but the actual combat instructor has not given them a fatal blow, so actual combat like this is completely meaningless. So, let the actual combat instructor step back, let them record the shortcomings of all students in actual combat, and then provide professional guidance. As for actual combat, let my skeleton soldiers come on. Looking at the people in the distance, Su Yi directly expressed his thoughts. Let skeleton soldiers and students engage in actual combat? Hearing this idea, Ding Kai's eyes lit up, because the problem raised by Su Yi did exist, but whether this idea can be truly implemented will only be known after trying it once. Stop. All combat instructors stepped aside and began to record the combat data of the students in charge of them. Then, Ding Kai looked at all the combat instructors who were conducting actual combat in the distance and gave orders. What's going on? The actual combat instructor does not join us in actual combat, but is responsible for recording combat data? I don't know what happened though. But I always feel like something bad is going to happen. With the actual combat temporarily suspended, many students also started some discussions on this strange order that Ding Kai suddenly issued. Only Leng Jian, Lin Mang and the other 4 people in the crowd did not participate because they all had a conjecture in their minds, a terrible conjecture. Major Ding. The combat instructor won't fight with us. What about our actual combat training? After a moment, Luo Tianxian stood up and asked a question that everyone wanted to ask. Your actual combat training. I'm responsible. As Su Ye's voice sounded, skeleton soldiers appeared in front of everyone one after another. 300 skeleton soldiers. From the 9th level to the 5th level martial artist realm, there are skeleton soldiers of all abilities. Find a skeleton soldier with the same strength as yourself. Start actual combat. But one thing I want to remind you is that my skeleton soldiers will not show mercy during actual combat. Therefore, I advise you to devote yourself to the battle wholeheartedly. Looking at the confused people, Su Yi reminded with a smile. War. Before everyone could recover, Leng Jian, Lin Mang, Qian Hao and Zhu Shiyu directly found the skeleton soldiers of the same realm, and then fought together. War. After the others reacted, they all rushed towards the skeleton soldiers with the same strength as themselves. Although they did not understand how the target of actual combat training became skeleton soldiers, Ding Kai did not stop them, so they could just carry out the execution. Su Yi. Is this really okay? Seeing that many students were directly pressed and beaten by skeleton soldiers of the same realm, and even for such a short time, their bodies were stained, Ding Kai also asked with an uneasy expression. What's the problem? Don't lose your luck. What kind of actual combat is that? And I have asked the skeleton soldiers to suppress their strength, otherwise, I will kill a kid with one knife. Looking at Ding Kai, Suyi said directly. God damn it, kill a kid with a knife? Is this a child? These are the top talents selected by each city. Hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai also smiled bitterly and shook his head, and then thought to himself, forget it, let's continue, let's see the final effect before making a decision. Think of this. Ding Kai looked at Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi, Lin Chuan and Les Han in the crowd. Everyone else is 1-on-1. But the 4 of them are 1-5. Should I say it or not? Su Yi is so kind to them. Looking at the 4 people who had already used their talents, Ding Kai couldn't help but laugh. Just use your talent. Su Yi brutally tortured the 49 of us. I really don't know where I got the courage to challenge him before. Groove. I was tortured by his skeleton-summoned creature before, and it has already left a shadow in my heart. Result. Now I'm being tortured again, and maybe I'll be tortured again every day for the next month. This day is so unbearable. I'm hiding left and right. Why the hell didn't you hide away? What should I do? When I see these skeleton soldiers, I think of the super mushroom cloud in the secret realm, and then I wonder if they will suddenly explode. How can I concentrate on fighting them? At this time, Luo Tianchen, Lin Chuan and the other 4 people, who were facing the attack of 5 skeleton soldiers each, began to complain crazily in their hearts. And what no one noticed is, at this time, the 49 combat instructors were all quickly recording something in their notebooks. Half an hour later. It seems. I still have to contact the university again. You have to ask him to help prepare a large number of elixirs for healing injuries and elixirs for restoring vitality, blood, and mental strength. Otherwise, this practical training cannot continue. At this time, seeing everyone slumped on the ground covered in injuries, Ding Kai's first thought was to contact the senior colonel. Major Ding. Although their actual battle only lasted half an hour, and all of them were successful, but we discovered many shortcomings in their actual combat. You can say it. Skeleton soldiers are more suitable for actual combat with them than us. At this time, a combat instructor came to Ding Kai and directly told some of the actual combat situations. Good. I see. After hearing this, Ding Kai waved the actual combat instructor to leave, then looked at Su Yi who was aside, and said loudly, Su Yi, in the next month, can you let them do all their actual combat training? The skeleton soldiers are responsible? Able. But Decaman. Hearing Ding Kai's inquiry, Su Yi said with a smirk. 100,000, division level, 9th level exotic beasts and 1.9 million, zone level, 1st level alien beasts are not enough? Want more animals? Hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai laughed bitterly, and then said, I will study this matter first and give you an answer tomorrow. Ding ding ding. At this moment, Ding Kai's cell phone suddenly rang. Chapter 31. A semi-alien, an evil alien organization appears. The semi-foreign people sent by the alien organization have entered Tianyu Mountain. The net can be closed. After the call was connected, a cold voice rang from the phone. New. The semi-alien here, deal with it immediately. After hearing this, Ding Kai hung up the phone first, and then looked at one of the students. Half-alien? Isn't that a half-human, half-animal monster developed by an alien organization? Hearing Ding Kai say the words, half-alien, Su Yi found some information about alien organizations and semi-aliens from the fused memories. Alien organization specializes in studying the blood of alien beasts, and then injects the special blood of alien beasts into the human body, so that people can have powerful power beyond themselves, but the price paid is also huge, that is, once that evil power is used, not only will when you become a half-human, half-animal monster, your sanity will gradually be eroded. Once your sanity is completely eroded, it will completely turn into a killing machine that has no emotions and only knows how to kill. It can be said, the alien organization is definitely the most evil organization in the world. Major Ding. There are semi-aliens in our base? Looking at Ding Kai, Su Yi asked curiously. That's right. Before this semi-alien entered the base, the League of Gods had already obtained all his information. And the reason why he was allowed into the base. It's just to make him reveal the location of the base and attract people from different organizations. And now, the semi-foreigners sent by the alien organization have entered Tianyu Mountain, so it's time to close the net. Hearing Su Ye's inquiry, Ding Kai explained with a smile. Another organization sent people here? After hearing Ding Kai's explanation, Su Yi suddenly became serious, and then asked, Major Ding, will there be a semi-foreigner in the martial god realm? It doesn't matter who the semi-alien is in the base. But he is concerned about whether among the semi-foreigners who come, there will be semi-foreigners in the martial god realm? What kind of brain circuit is this? Hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai was immediately stunned. Su Yi. Do you really hope that a semi-foreigner of the martial god realm will appear? After regaining consciousness, Ding Kai stared at Su Yi with a strange expression and asked. No. I'm just asking. Seeing Ding Kai staring at him, Su Yi also smiled and explained. Right. Major Ding, who is the semi-alien? Looking at the 49 people not far away, Su Yi asked curiously. Shenyang City. Lu Lei. With that said, Ding Kai looked at one of the people in Lin Chuan's team. Brush. 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 At this moment, all the practical instructors appeared in front of the students they were responsible for, and then, with the students' confused expressions, they picked up and ran away. Soon. Lu Lei is the only one left in the training ground. He. Discovered. Seeing that all the students around him were being carried away by their actual instructors, Lu Lei realized that his identity had been discovered, and then his eyes began to gradually turn blood red. At the same time, his body also began to swell. When he opened his clothes, you could clearly see that his alienated body was covered with long black hair. F***K. Half alien. Lu Lei is actually a semi-alien. When many students in the distance saw Lu Lei's appearance at this time, they all exclaimed with eyes wide open. Especially the 9 people from Shenyang City, because they never thought that the companion they had been with for many days would actually be a semi-alien. Major Ding. I know I won't get out of this base alive today. But what I want to say is, these so-called geniuses you trained are like ants in my eyes. At this time, Lu Lei first glanced at the many students, then looked at Ding Kai and mocked. I want to make the students angry. Then fight them to delay? Hearing Lu Lei's ridicule, Ding Kai smiled disdainfully, then looked at Lin Chuan in the distance and said, Lin Chuan, go and deal with the people in your city. Good. After hearing Ding Kai's order, Lin Chuan rushed towards Lu Lei, and at the same time mocked with disdain, Lu Lei, you are a waste. Even if you are injected with the alien beast serum, you are still a waste in my eyes. Damn it. How dare you humiliate me like this? Just wait. Wait a moment for the powerful semi-aliens in the organization to enter the base and see if you will still be as arrogant as you are now. Thinking of this, Lu Lei also rushed towards Lin Chuan. Soon. The two fought fiercely together. Lu Lei only has the strength of a 4th-level martial artist. But after the transformation, his strength has skyrocketed to the level of a 5th-level martial artist. I have to say it. This alien beast serum developed by alien organizations is really something. Looking at the two people fighting fiercely, Su Yi also murmured to himself. Su Yi. The serum of alien beasts studied in alien tissues is also graded. And what Lu Lei injected was just the most common alien beast serum. If he was injected with a high-level alien beast serum, then even Lin Chuan would not be his opponent. At this moment, Ding Kai's voice rang from the side. Are there levels of alien serum? This strange organization is quite interesting. After hearing Ding Kai's words, Su Yi suddenly became very interested in this strange organization. Ding. Publish a random mission and ask the host to kill 2 semi-aliens hiding in the base. The mission is successful. The 100,000 division level 9th-level alien beasts in the bottleneck mission are wiped out 10,000. The mission fails, no punishment, task time, 1 day. At this moment, the system's beep suddenly rang in Su Ye's mind. 2 semi-aliens? There are actually 2 semi-aliens in the base? Su Yi was immediately shocked and he heard the random mission suddenly released by the system. Next, the system gave the information of 2 semi-aliens. Shenyang City, Lu Lei. Nandan City, Leshan. F***K. Lushan is actually a semi-alien. And it seems that even the League of Gods doesn't know about this. After learning that Leshan was also a semi-foreigner, Su Ye's eyes were filled with shock. Lin Chuan has used his talent. The battle is over. At this moment, Ding Kai's voice rang from the side. Lu Lei is going to die. After hearing Ding Kai's words, Su Yi quickly looked at the 2 of them. At this time, Lin Chuan used his talent to directly control Lu Lei's shadow, thus making Lu Lei unable to move. Damn it! Why haven't the people sent by the organization come in yet? I'm not willing to give in. I'm so unwilling. Seeing Lin Chuan on the opposite side holding a sharp dagger and walking towards him step by step, Lu Lei's eyes were full of unwillingness. Brush. At this moment, a skeleton soldier holding a bone knife appeared in front of Lu Lei. Then, under the confused gazes of Lin Chuan and Lu Lei, the skeleton soldier self-destructed. Boom! With a loud noise, Lu Lei disappeared directly into the mushroom cloud. Chapter 32 500 Skeleton Soldiers, Let You Meet Your Grandma. Head stealing? The great demon king Su Yi. He actually started to steal people's heads in full view of the public? Seeing the gorgeously blooming small mushroom cloud, whether it was Lin Chuan, Ding Kai or many other students, they all froze in place. Groove. My first blood is gone. This is the first semi-alien I've ever met. After regaining his composure, Lin Chuan looked at Su Yi with an aggrieved look, like that of a little daughter-in-law who had been bullied. Brush. 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 At this moment, 10 skeleton soldiers of the 6th-level Martial Master realm appeared next to Leshan and directly surrounded him. Brother Yi. Don't explode. One of our own. Seeing that he was instantly surrounded by skeleton soldiers, Leshan was so frightened that he shouted quickly. Su Yi. What are you doing? How come Leshan was surrounded by skeleton soldiers? At this time, Ding Kai's voice also sounded from the side. Because Leshan is also a semi-foreigner. Looking at Ding Kai, Su Yi said word by word. What? Hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai looked fiercely in the direction of Leshan and shouted loudly, all combat instructors, immediately take the students in charge of them to leave there and stay away from Leshan. Although he didn't know if what Su Yi said was true, Ding Kai didn't dare to gamble. After all, those students were all geniuses in various cities. If one of them was lost, it would be a loss for the human race. Leshan. Stop pretending. I know you're half alien. At this time, Su Yi asked the skeleton soldiers to move out of the way, then looked at Leshan inside and said with a smile. Brother Yi. What did you say? How could I be half alien? At this time, Leshan shouted with an innocent face, but his heart was full of shock, because he didn't understand how his identity was discovered by Su Yi when he was clearly well hidden. You know, his identity is. Even the Divine Alliance doesn't know. Leshan. Whether you admit it or not, it doesn't matter. Because I will kill you. Looking at Leshan, Su Yi sneered and said. Su Yi. Are you crazy? How on earth have I offended you? You must kill me. Hearing Su Ye's words, Leshan was really scared, and then he shouted angrily at Su Yi. At the same time, he also looked at Ding Kai, because he knew that the only one who could save him now was Ding Kai. Major Ding. One of Leshan and I must die today. Either I blow him up, or you kill me. Before Ding Kai could speak, Su Yi took the lead in expressing his attitude. Ha ha ha. At this moment, Leshan, not far away, suddenly burst out laughing. Stop pretending. Showdown. Because Leshan knew that if Ding Kai was asked to choose one of them, Ding Kai would definitely choose Su Yi. Su Yi. How did you find me? Looking at Su Yi, Leshan asked curiously. Boom. Hearing Leshan's words, everyone's minds exploded with disbelief on their faces, because they never thought that Leshan was actually a semi-alien. I don't want to talk too much nonsense to dead people. Su Yi ignored the other party's inquiry, but snapped his fingers, and then whispered, explode. Boom. With a loud noise, Leshan's figure disappeared into the mushroom cloud. Not dead? Finding that there was no reminder sound in his mind to complete the task, Su Yi looked directly towards the mushroom cloud. Tread. 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 Following the sound of footsteps, a 2-meter-tall figure walked out of the mushroom cloud. Covered in scales. Feet like crocodile feet. There is also a thick crocodile tail 1 meter long behind him. Seeing Leshan's appearance at this time, everyone was shocked. If you disagree, explode. Su Yi. You are really a B******************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************* Leshan stared at Suyi with vicious eyes and said, "Brush. Brush. Brush." Suyi ignored the other party, but summoned 10 skeleton soldiers at the 8th level martial master level, and surrounded Leshan again. Confused. Looking at the 10 8th level martial artist realm skeleton soldiers surrounding him, Leshan was stunned. He thought. After his transformation, his strength skyrocketed to the 8th level martial master realm, and he could brutally torture Suyi, but he never expected that Suyi could summon skeleton soldiers at the 8th level martial master realm. Burst. Looking at the confused Leshan, Suyi directly gave orders to the skeleton soldiers. Boom. There was a loud noise and the mushroom cloud appeared. Seeing Leshan disappearing into the mushroom cloud again, many students in the distance were completely stunned. Especially Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Lin Chuan, because they never thought that Suyi would hide his strength when fighting them for the title of Demon King yesterday. A deep sense of powerlessness surged into their hearts. Not dead yet. And this time, Ding Kai and Suyi looked at the mushroom cloud and said together, "Tread. Tread. Tread." As footsteps sounded again, everyone looked towards the mushroom cloud with disbelief. F***K. Getting stronger again. Is this half-alien so awesome? Looking at Leshan walking out of the mushroom cloud, and especially noticing the weird blood-red lines on his body, Suyi was also shocked. At the same time, he thought to himself, why does the weird blood-red lines on this guy look a bit like where's Orochimaru's cursed seal in Naruto? Level 9 Ultimate Martial Artist. Suyi. Is it solved? Feeling the power fluctuations emanating from Leshan at this time, Ding Kai looked at Suyi and asked. 100. 200. 300. Suyi did not answer, but responded with practical actions. Panic. Looking at the 9th level martial artist realm skeleton soldiers surrounding him on 3 levels inside and 3 outside, Leshan finally panicked. 500 skeleton soldiers. I'll send you to meet my grandma. Burst. As Suyi gave the order, 500 skeleton soldiers exploded instantly, and the terrifying power generated by the self-destruction swallowed up Leshan in an instant. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing the random mission. The bottleneck mission requires killing 100,000, division level, 9th level beasts, and erasing 10,000 of them. Soon. The system's beep sounded in Suyi's mind. 500 skeleton soldiers. All of them have the strength of the 9th level martial artist realm. Such talent. It's so outrageous. Looking at the huge mushroom cloud in the distance, Ding Kai was really frightened, because he really didn't expect that Suyi could summon so many skeleton summoned creatures of the same realm. And, thinking of Suyi's habit of hiding his strength, he had a very bold guess in his mind, that is, these 500 skeleton summoned creatures of the same realm were probably not Suyi's limit. Chapter 33 Conditions for Entering a Foreign Land. Su Yi. I have something to do and I need to leave first. And the next practical battle for the students will be left to you. At this time, Ding Kai suddenly thought of something, and then after saying something to Su Yi, he quickly left the underground floor. Everyone. If you need to take healing elixirs, take healing elixirs. If you need to take elixirs to restore chi, blood or mental strength, take them as soon as possible. I'll give you an hour to rest. After that, continue with actual combat training. When Ding Kai left, Su Yi showed a devilish smile, looked at the remaining 47 students and said loudly. After hearing Su Ye's words, the 47 students trembled violently, and then hurriedly took out their own elixirs and began to recover. It can be said. Now in the training camp, they are not afraid of training instructors, nor are they afraid of actual combat instructors, nor are they even afraid of Ding Kai, but they are really afraid of Su Yi, not only because Su Yi is powerful, but also because of Su Ye's skeleton soldiers. This is really a cruel attack on them. The other side. A second semi-alien was found in the base. Nandan City, Leshan. The injected alien beast serum is not an ordinary alien beast serum. Now killed. When Ding Kai came to the first floor, he took out his mobile phone and dialed his friend's number, and told the other party the situation at the same time. New. Soon, that cold voice rang on the phone. Right. All the people sent by the alien organization have been dealt with. You continue to train. Our people will be guarding outside. After saying that, the person on the other end hung up the phone directly. Alien organization. It's really difficult. Putting away the phone, Ding Kai walked into the elevator again, and then pressed the button for the 5th underground floor. 5 floors underground, secret room. Why? I have to call the college again. What to do? Will you get scolded? Looking at the encrypted phone in front of him, Ding Kai sighed, and then dialed the number again. Ding Kai. What happened again? Do you know, now that I see your number over there, my head hurts. After the call was connected, the colonel's voice rang first. Colonel. First thing. Su Ye's skeleton soldiers replaced the actual combat instructors and fought one-on-one with the students, and the effect was remarkable. However, if I want him to be responsible for this in the future, he will be extravagant. Second thing. Because the skeleton soldiers are really deadly to the students, so in order to allow the students to better carry out actual combat, I would like to apply for a batch of healing elixirs and recovery elixirs. The third thing. In addition to Lu Lei, a second semi-foreigner has appeared in the base. Leshan in Nandan City has been killed by Su Ye's 509th level martial master realm skeleton summoned creatures. After hearing what the colonel said, Ding Kai smiled helplessly and then told the whole situation. In actual combat, skeleton soldiers are actually more effective than actual combat instructors. Besides, summon 509th level martial artist realm skeleton soldiers? What kind of god-level talent is this? After hearing Ding Kai's words, the senior colonel opposite was also shocked, because he never thought that Su Ye's talent would be so strong. I will report this matter about the semi-foreigner Leshan. As for the alien beasts, they are approved. At the same time, add another 1 million, zone level, first level exotic beasts to him. However, the time to challenge the alien beasts will be shortened from 3 hours to 1 hour. Besides, when you are fine, continue to eat with him, drink with him, and chat with him. Let him not always think about killing strange beasts. After all, we can't afford him with his killing method. After saying that, the senior colonel hung up the phone directly. Why? The training doesn't stop. Escorts non-stop. It's so hard for me. Seeing the phone being hung up, Ding Kai felt so uncomfortable that he wanted to cry. 10 minutes later. Ding Kai returned to the training ground on the underground floor. Major Ding. Have you ever heard of the Source Stone of Talent? Su Yi, who was eating barbecue, saw Ding Kai coming back and asked directly. This guy is a genius. He doesn't know what the Source Stone of Talent is. Hearing Su Ye's question, Ding Kai was stunned for a moment, and then explained aloud, the talent source stone only exists in the ancient secret realm, and its only function is to increase the talent level and make the talent become more powerful. Increased talent level? Is there any level for this talent? So why does my summoning talent not have this data? Don't tell me. The summoning talent given to me by the system is directly at full level? After hearing Ding Kai's explanation, Su Yi had a guess in his mind. Right. Su Yi, what you said before about changing to alien beasts, I studied it and approved it for you. At the same time, as long as you are responsible for the actual training of the students in the future, then I will give you an extra 1 million Zong level, first level alien beast. And these 3 million exotic beasts should be delivered in batches in the next 2 days. But the time you spend challenging the beasts every day will be shortened from 3 hours to 1 hour. At this moment, Ding Kai's voice rang from the side. The time to kill the alien beasts has been shortened again. If you look at it this way, this provincial talent training camp doesn't work either. After hearing Ding Kai's words, Su Ye's face showed a look of disappointment. After all, when he breaks through to the sect realm, the energy and mental power that needs to be improved will become even more, and if there is not enough, if there are too many strange beasts, the speed at which he can improve his strength will inevitably be affected. Major Ding. I want to know, if you want to go to a foreign land, what are the requirements? After a moment of silence, Su Yi looked at Ding Kai and asked. Graduation from Martial Arts University. Join the military. Only those who pass the strict assessment are qualified to guard foreign lands or enter foreign lands to explore the situation in foreign lands. After saying that, Ding Kai patted Su Yi on the shoulder, and then said with a smile, Su Yi, don't think about the alien world now. First, improve your strength and get admitted to the top martial arts university. With my current strength, wouldn't it be easy to get admitted to a top martial arts university? After hearing what Ding Kai said, Su Yi looked at him as if he were looking at a fool. Su Yi. I admit that you are strong. But the human race has a population of tens of billions, and there are many people who are stronger than you. So, improve your strength. It's not easy to get into the top martial arts university. Noticing Su Yi staring at him with a strange look, Ding Kai thought of something, and then reminded him with a smile. Among my peers, there are still people who are better than me. This is interesting. After hearing Ding Kai's reminder, Su Yi became very interested in the top martial arts university. Chapter 34 New Orders, a showdown between geniuses from neighboring provinces. Su Yi. Come to my place tonight. I'm going to show you something you've never had access to before. After drinking 2 bottles of cold beer, Ding Kai said this to Su Yi, and then turned and left the underground floor. After all, with Su Yi here, he no longer needed to worry about the subsequent actual combat training. Show me something? Something I don't have access to at all? Looking at Ding Kai leaving, Su Ye's eyes flashed with anticipation. 50 minutes later. Break over. Everyone dispersed to the training ground immediately. I only give you 10 seconds. After looking at the time, Su Yi put down the skewers in his hands and shouted loudly to all the resting students. Xiong Chao, timeout is 3 seconds. Ing Zihua, timeout is 2 seconds. Dong Kong, timeout is 2 seconds. Soon, Su Yi read out the names of 8 people, and among these 8 people, the longest timeout was 5 seconds, and the shortest timeout was 1 second, but no matter what, it was a timeout. Break. Immediately afterwards, Su Yi uttered a word under the uneasy eyes of the 8 people. Brush. 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 Before anyone could react, 8 9th-level martial artist realm skeleton soldiers teleported behind them. Puff. 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 As muffled sounds rang out, the 8 people covered the flowers with their hands and knelt down on the ground with pain on their faces. Hiss. Seeing this horrifying scene, all the other students took a breath, and when they looked at Su Yi again, their eyes were filled with endless fear. Next. Start actual combat. But the difference from before is that I will match each of you with a skeleton soldier who is one level lower than yours, and this skeleton soldier will launch a suicide attack on you at any time. So, in the next battle, you must be more focused. Looking at the 47 students, Suyi said seriously. F***K. No. Brother Yi is trying to kill us. Other people's big devils are all representatives of the students, and they try their best to get more benefits for the students. But our big devil is different. He is the representative of the training camp, and he also tries every means to kill us. When I came here, I thought that the training camp would not be easy. But I really didn't expect that the person who made things difficult for us would be one of our own. If I tell you this, let alone people, no dog would believe it. When they heard that another skeleton soldier who could self-destruct at any time was added to the actual battle, everyone immediately collapsed and began to complain crazily in their hearts. On the first floor, the general manager's office. This boy. They are really cruel to these students. But I have to say it. With the help of his skeleton soldiers, the training effect has at least improved several times. Looking at the surveillance footage, Ding Kai nodded with satisfaction. Why? That's not right. Suyi, the big devil, has a senior colonel to take care of all his needs. As for the other students, Suyi also took charge. So what do I do? I am the general person in charge of the training camp. Do you need me to accompany you to eat, drink, and chat? Thinking of this, Ding Kai smiled bitterly, because he felt that he should be the most relaxed among all the training camp leaders, even to the point of boredom. Ding ding ding. At this moment, Ding Kai's cell phone suddenly rang. Old Ding. How are the students you are responsible for this year? Are you busy these days? After the call was connected, a loud laugh rang first from the phone. How are these students doing? Seeing in the surveillance video that all the students were being crushed and tortured by skeleton soldiers of the same level, Ding Kai directly replied, "This group of students is not very good. It can even be described as too bad. As for being busy or not, it's hard for me to explain this to you right now." Looking at the meat skewers being skewered in his hand, Ding Kai replied with a complicated expression. Are you busy? Still hard to explain? What is going on? Hearing Ding Kai's answer, the other party was also confused, but soon he stopped continuing the topic and asked aloud, "Old Ding, there is a new order from above, have you seen it?" "Is there a new order? I haven't watched it yet." "What's the order?" After hearing this, Ding Kai put down the meat skewers in his hand and quickly turned on his phone to check. In order to strengthen the sense of urgency among the students of the Genius Training Camp. 3 days later. 2 Genius Training Camps in neighboring provinces will compete in a competition. The competition method can be decided freely, and the winning side will receive a large amount of training resources. After seeing the newly issued order on his mobile phone, Ding Kai also thought of something, and then quickly asked, "Old you, are you the ones who want to compete with us in Nanling Province?" "Ha ha ha. This is our Shihai Province. Old Ding. Our friendship is a friendship, but I won't let you go in this matter. However, you can decide the method of competition." Soon, Lao Yu's voice rang from the phone. "Then let's go 1v1 and choose each other's opponents. The losers retire, the winners continue. Until everyone on one side has left." After hearing this, Ding Kai directly suggested a fairer method of competition. "Good. Then you just wait at the training camp base. 3 days later. I'll take all the students there." After saying that, Lao Yu hung up the phone directly. Why? This kind of competition should be full of unknowns. But I saw the results of the competition at a glance. Not interesting. It's so boring. After saying that, Ding Kai skewered the meat skewers again. The other side. Cold sword. I have more than 1,300 bottles of second-grade nutrient solution and more than 1,200 bottles of second-grade divine soul nourishing solution here. Take it first. Then when we go back in the evening, the four of you will be separated. When all the students collapsed to the ground covered in injuries, Su Yi shouted at Ling Jian. We can also receive 3 bottles of second-grade nutrient solution or second-grade soul-nourishing solution every day. Then you took out more than 1,000 bottles of second-grade nutrient solution and soul-nourishing solution and let the 4 of them share it? Do you want to be so inhumane? When the students from the other 4 cities heard Su Ye's words, they were first shocked, then envious, and even their eyes turned purple with envy. Next, many students thought of something, and then they all looked at their respective team leaders. When Luo Tianchen, Pei Tianyi and Lin Chuan noticed this situation, their faces instantly became embarrassed, because they could not afford to send so many cultivation resources. But although they couldn't afford to give away so many cultivation resources, they could still afford to give each person 2 or 3 bottles. Then 9 people in Nandan City cried, because their leader Leshan has been killed by Su Yi. Chapter 35 Secret Information. Major Ding, do you think they are resistant to bombing? Get some rest. You only have 1 hour to rest. Then the last practical training of the day will take place. And in this last actual combat training, your opponent is no longer a skeleton soldier, but me. Looking at everyone, Su Yi said with a wicked smile. We train hard. You enjoy eating and drinking. This is not enough. Are you going to go out in person to deal with us? After hearing Su Ye's words, everyone's mentality immediately exploded. An hour later, Su Yi walked into the training ground with 509th level martial artist realm skeleton soldiers. It was agreed that you would challenge 47 of us by yourself. Result: you entered the field with 509th level martial master realm skeleton soldiers? Do you want to be such a dog? Isn't it good to be an individual? 20 minutes later, 47 students, with pig-headed faces left after being beaten, left the training ground with tears in their eyes. It's been a busy day. Go and have a bite to eat first. Then go find Major Ding. When everyone left, Su Yi also left the training ground, went directly to the first floor, and walked towards the restaurant. An hour later, Su Yi ate and drank enough, then went back to the room to take a shower, changed into clean clothes, and then walked towards Ding Kai's room. Su Yi. Let's take a look at these information. Remember. No rumors. Looking at Su Yi walking in, Ding Kai directly handed a page of information to him. Ancient warrior. Possessing a special physique, he can practice ancient techniques and ancient secret techniques in the ancient secret realm. He can practice at an extremely fast speed and his strength is extremely terrifying. Stranger. It has a special physique and can perfectly integrate the alien beast serum. Even if the special power in the body is used, the mind will not be eroded and the body will not undergo any changes. The strength is unknown. You can continuously improve your strength by fusing different alien beast serums. Talented person. Awakening the power of talent can possess a variety of powerful talent powers. The strongest known talent currently possesses 8 kinds of talent power. The mysterious person. A special kind of group of people. Some people are born with a poisonous body, and everything they touch will be destroyed. Some people are born with bad luck, and everyone who comes into contact with it will suffer from constant bad luck at best, or accidental death at worst. Some people are born with good luck and endless opportunities. Endless blessings. Alien organization. Not only have they studied the blood of alien beasts, they have also delved into the blood of ancient beasts, the blood of gifted people, the blood of mysterious people, etc., and so far they have not found the location of the alien organization's base camp. Shadow Pavilion. The most mysterious killer organization. Wanji Lu. As long as the money is available, you can get any information you want to know here. If no money is collected, it proves that the information you want to buy is beyond their capabilities. After reading the information in his hand, Su Yi was stunned. It could be said that these information seemed to have opened a new door to the world for him, allowing him to see a broader world. Su Yi. The information you see is only a very small part, and there is still a lot that you are not qualified to know at the moment. And the reason why I show you this information is to tell you something. Then the world is big. It's not as simple as you think. So, don't think that because you are talented, you won't take anyone else seriously. You have to remember. There is heaven outside the sky, and there are people outside the world. At this moment, Ding Kai's voice rang from the side. Major Ding. Do you think they are resistant to bombings? Looking at Ding Kai, Sui asked seriously. I showed you this information. Let you know some special people and forces. Then you ask me if I can resist bombing? Hearing Su Ye's question, Ding Kai couldn't believe his ears for a moment, because he had imagined dozens of questions that Su Yi would ask, but he never thought that the other party would ask such a question. Su Yi. I know you can summon hundreds of skeleton-summoned creatures of the same realm. Moreover, your skeleton-summoned creature can also teleport and self-destruct. But do you know how many strong people there are among those powerful forces? Can you blow them over? Besides, when facing those special groups of people, have you ever thought about one issue, which is your own safety? After regaining consciousness, Ding Kai looked at Su Yi seriously and said. Hit the nail on the head. If there is no system, these are definitely my Achilles heel. It's time to say it or not. Major Ding really studied me thoroughly. Looking at Ding Kai, Su Yi did not explain anything more, but smiled and said, Major Ding, I understand, and I won't be arrogant in the future. Hearing Su Ye's words, Ding Kai nodded with satisfaction. After all, the purpose of showing Su Yi this information was to get Su Yi to change his arrogance. Right. I have something to tell you. There is a new order issued from above, that is, in 3 days, students from 2 genius training camps in neighboring provinces will have a competition. And the winner can get a lot of training resources. So, in the next 3 days, you have to drill those guys hard for me. Just when Su Yi was about to leave, Ding Kai thought of that order and then handed over the task to Su Yi. After all, he had added a beast. You can help train them. In the end, you can help our training camp win, too. But we need to add animals. After hearing Ding Kai's words, Su Yi directly discussed the conditions. After all, the 3 million strange beasts that he had agreed to give him were still too small and not enough for him to kill. Why? Let me study it. Ding Kai sighed, and then waved Su Yi to leave. Eating people is short-tongued, and taking advantage of others is soft-handed. I want to get more exotic beasts in the training camp. Then I'm afraid we have to start with those 47 students. After leaving Ding Kai's room, Su Yi had an initial idea in his mind, which was to use the training resources in his hands to help the 47 students improve their strength. And these 47 students represent Nanling Province, so he has helped so much, so he doesn't believe that the senior officials of Nanling Province will not give him benefits. 10 minutes later. First floor, bathhouse. What's going on? Why did you call us all to the bathhouse so late at night? I don't understand either. But I dare not ask who told us that the person who called us here was Brother Yi. Female students are here too. Brother Yi, what are you doing? At this time, the eyes of everyone gathered in the bathhouse were full of doubts and confusion. Everyone enter the bath. And I have also incorporated 20 drops of heavenly marrow liquid into it. How much you can absorb depends on your respective abilities. Pung. 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 After hearing Su Ye's words, everyone was stunned for a moment, and then rushed into the bath because they knew very well how precious the Tianmui liquid was. It can be said. Those are the cultivation resources they want to have but cannot. Chapter 36 50,000 Strange Beasts. 13 minutes. Not in a good condition. Early the next morning. When all the students entered the training room, Ding Kai discovered a problem. That is, in one night, the strength of all students has been greatly improved. When something goes wrong, there must be a monster. Something is wrong. Thinking of this, Ding Kai directly called Luo Tianxin over. Heavenly Essence Liquid. Suyi actually has heavenly marrow liquid in his hand. And have they all been used by you? After listening to Luo Tianxin's words, Ding Kai's face was full of disbelief, because the heavenly essence liquid was so rare that even in their provincial genius training camp, only 30 drops were approved. And these 30 drops of heavenly marrow liquid are also prepared to be used as rewards, and they are also special rewards for the top 10 in the big battle every 7 days. Eating people is short-tongued, and taking advantage of others is soft-handed. Suyi does this. It's clear that I want to make the province bleed a lot. Soon, Ding Kai understood Suyi's intention. Never mind. I'd better eat, drink, and chat with you. As for other things, let the senior colonel have the headache. Thinking of this, Ding Kai walked towards the elevator. 5 floors underground, secret room. Beep 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 beep. When Ding Kai dialed the number again, a busy tone came directly from the phone. Busy. Unable to get through? How is this possible? Ding Kai was stunned when he heard the busy signal from the phone, because this encrypted phone and the encrypted phone at the university are interoperable. That is to say, except for these 2 encrypted phones that can communicate with each other phones there is no way to get through these 2 encrypted calls. But now, the phone couldn't be reached. There is only one possibility. The senior colonel has unplugged the encrypted phone line over there. A few minutes later, Ding Kai came to the first floor, then took out his mobile phone and dialed a number. Ding Kai. What's up? After the call was connected, a cold voice rang from the phone. Li Ming. Call Colonel Zhang for me. Just say that I have something urgent to come to see him for. If you have any questions, please contact Colonel Zhang. And then let me make a call? What? Are you 2 grown men having a falling out? At this time, Li Ming, who was hiding in a big tree in the mountains outside the base, was stunned after hearing Ding Kai's words. Reason. After a moment of silence, Li Ming said directly. The senior colonel unplugged the encrypted phone line. Even if I call him, I'm afraid he won't answer the phone. As for why? It's not convenient for me to tell you. Soon, Ding Kai's voice rang from the phone. Wait. After listening to Ding Kai's explanation, Li Ming did not ask any more questions. After simply saying 2 words, he hung up the phone. Inside the training camp base. You can go wait in the secret room. Looking at the hung-up phone, Ding Kai smiled and then walked towards the elevator. Suyi? Where are you going? Underground level? After meeting Suyi at the elevator door, Ding Kai asked curiously. Major Ding. Chief Zhang Yuan said that a group of alien beasts have arrived, so I am going to go to the secret battle realm on the 2nd underground floor and have a good fight with the alien beasts. Hearing Ding Kai's question, Suyi replied with a smile. The alien beast arrived last night. Are you going to operate on them today? When he heard that Suyi was going to fight in the secret realm, Ding Kai shook his head helplessly, and then walked into the elevator with Suyi. 2nd underground floor. Suyi. According to your needs. The 50,000, division level, 9th level exotic beasts sent over last night were all placed in the east area of the number 1, division level, battle secret area. Seeing Suyi, Zhang Yuan told the situation about the release of the alien beasts. Sir Zhang Yuan. Sorry to trouble you. After hearing this, Suyi thanked him first, and then walked towards the entrance of the battle secret realm. Number 1, division level, battle secret area. Critical hit. This summons actually hit hard. And 32 first level Wuzong realm skeleton soldiers also appeared. Looking at the densely packed 9,990 skeleton soldiers in front of him, especially the 32 Wuzong realm skeleton soldiers, Suyi smiled and almost grinned. 50,000 strange beasts. All gathered in the east area. Plus this critical attack on the skeleton army. 10 minutes. I need to kill all the strange beasts in 10 minutes, so that I can save the remaining 50 minutes for further use. Think of this. Su Yi led the army of skeleton soldiers and rushed toward the east area. 13 minutes later. The summoning limit is still too low. It actually took 3 more minutes. After teleporting out of the battle's secret realm, Su Yi shook his head helplessly, and then walked towards Zhang Yuan. Su Yi. Why did you come out so quickly? Right. A group of strange beasts will arrive at noon today. The number is about 30,000, but they are not at the division level. I don't know. Looking at Su Yi approaching, Zhang Yuan smiled and started talking. Sir Zhang Yuan. My condition was a little bad today, so I came out early. So. I will come over after the batch of strange beasts at noon arrives. After all, I have an hour to challenge the strange beasts every day, and there are still 47 minutes left today. After hearing Zhang Yuan's words, Su Ye's eyes lit up, and then he said quickly. Good. I will contact you after the arrangements for the batch of strange beasts are made at noon. Looking at Su Yi, Zhang Yuan said with a smile. 5 floors underground, secret room. Ding ding ding. After Ding Kai waited for more than 10 minutes, the encrypted phone finally rang. Ding Kai. Big universities in other provinces don't even get a few calls from training camps in a month. And me. For 3 days, I either answered your calls or dealt with the various needs you mentioned. What are you doing? Can't you just let me have a good rest for a day? After the call was connected, the colonel's voice, full of collapse, rang from the phone. Colonel. Then how about sending Su Yi to the next province? After the colonel finished venting his anger, Ding Kai asked with a smile on his face. How dare you? As Ding Kai finished speaking, the colonel's roar suddenly rang out. Say it. What happened to Su Yi again? After calming down for a while, the colonel asked aloud. Colonel. The first thing is that you should already know the new order issued by the above, and Su Yi promised that in these 3 days, he will do his best to train all the students and ensure that they can win the competition, but we have to plus the beast. The second thing is that in order to improve the strength of all the students, Su Yi used his own money to give all the students 20 drops of Tianmui liquid last night, and tonight and tomorrow night, he will use another 40 drops. Heavenly Essence Liquid. Eating people is short-tongued and soft-handed. If our provincial headquarters doesn't express anything about this, once word gets out, it will be embarrassing and we are afraid that we will be interviewed by the superiors. After all, no training camp in any province will allow students to provide training resources, and they are rare cultivation resources. After hearing the colonel's inquiry, Ding Kai told the 2 current questions. Chapter 37 Kill the invading semi-foreigner and Li Ming was accidentally injured. Gaiman. I will continue to add beasts to him. Alright. If nothing happens in the future, try not to contact me. After listening to Ding Kai's words, the colonel did not remain silent as usual, but gave a direct answer. Why? 3 days. It's only been 3 days. I don't know if the senior colonel can withstand the rest of the day. Looking at the hung-up call, Ding Kai shook his head with a wry smile, then left the secret room, got on the elevator, and went straight to the 2nd underground floor. What? Not in good condition today. So, he only stayed in the battle's secret realm for 13 minutes? After listening to Zhang Yuan's report, Ding Kai's heart tightened inexplicably, and then he immediately checked the situation in the secret area of the battle. He. Su Ye's mouth is a liar. I knew it would be like this. When Ding Kai saw that all the strange beasts in the secret battle area had been killed, he turned off the computer and walked towards the elevator. What happened in the battle's secret realm? Seeing Ding Kai leave directly after checking, Zhang Yuan's eyes were full of curiosity. The underground floor is the training ground. Su Yi. Train students, add animals. Victory in the competition 3 days later, Cayman. You use your own heavenly essence liquid to help all students improve their strength and add beasts. When Ding Kai took the meat skewers from Su Ye's hand and grilled them skillfully on the oven, he told the news by the way. Done. I knew the training camp wouldn't take advantage of me in vain. After hearing Ding Kai's words, Suyi grinned. Ding ding ding. At this moment, Ding Kai's cell phone rang. Ding Kai. People from different organizations are here again. Do you need me to put in some weak semi-foreigners so that your students can experience real combat? After the call was connected, Li Ming's cold voice came from the phone. Major Ding. I'm going. Because Ding Kai was busy grilling skewers, he chose to go hands-free. When Suyi heard the news, he shouted excitedly. Li Ming. Let all the semi-foreigners below the sect realm come in. Seeing Su Ye's impatient look, Ding Kai replied directly. Line 3. Get your students ready. After saying that, Li Ming hung up the phone directly. After Suyi heard this, he walked directly towards the elevator and said to Ding Kai, Major Ding, I will not embarrass you. Outside the base. Kill strange beasts and you can get various training resources. Kill the ancient beast and you can get fragments of the talented source stone. Then if you kill the semi-foreigner, can you also get any special item rewards? Thinking of this, Suyi casually summoned 10 9th level Martial Master Realm skeleton soldiers, and then walked directly towards Route 3. Dark place. Ding Kai just sent out a student? Wait a moment. Talented person. And it's a special summoning talent. Seeing Suyi summoning 10 skeleton soldiers, Li Ming's eyes flashed with surprise. Interesting. I want to see how strong you are. Looking at Suyi who was gradually walking away, Li Ming's eyes flashed with light, and then he immediately followed him. The other side. Tiger body. Turtle back. Wolf arm. Seeing the 3 alienated semi-foreigners appearing in front of him, Suyi didn't give them a chance to speak at all, and directly ordered the skeleton soldiers behind him, do it. Brush. 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 In the blink of an eye, the 3 skeleton soldiers teleported in front of the 3 semi-aliens, and then, with the confused expressions of the 3 semi-aliens, they hugged them. Boom. 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 As 3 loud noises were heard, the 3 semi-aliens disappeared into the mushroom cloud. The realm is too low. The quantity is too small. If you don't get a reward, keep killing. Thinking of this, Suyi continued to search for the semi-foreign people, but he forgot that now he was in the bottleneck mission, and he would not get any rewards for killing creatures. Dark place. Teleport? Self-destruct? What kind of summoned creature is this? Looking at the 3 gorgeous mushroom clouds not far away, Li Ming was immediately dumbfounded. Abnormal. This kid's talent is so perverted. I really didn't expect that. Such a pervert will appear in Nanling province this year. After regaining his composure, Li Ming chased after him again. Looking for it like this. What a waste of time. After searching for a few minutes, Suyi stopped and then began to summon skeleton soldiers. Soon, 990 skeleton soldiers appeared neatly around Suyi. Move freely. When you encounter a living creature, hug it and explode directly. Afterwards, Suyi gave orders to all the skeleton soldiers. Brush. 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 As Su Ye's order was issued, the 990 skeleton soldiers dispersed in an orderly manner. Groove. 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 This kid's limit is not to summon 10 skeleton creatures, but hundreds of them. This talent is simply outrageous. Seeing Su Yi directly summon hundreds of skeleton soldiers, Li Ming in the dark was shocked and speechless. Boom. 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 At this moment, loud noises came from different places. Someone. At this time, Li Ming suddenly felt someone behind him, and then turned his head sharply to look over. Soon, a skull with eyes burning with black soul fire appeared in front of him. Boom. With a loud noise, Li Ming instantly disappeared into the mushroom cloud. Damn it! I was unexpectedly attacked by a skeleton soldier. Soon, a livid-faced Li Ming walked out of the mushroom cloud. However, because the skeleton soldier's self-destruction was too sudden, although he was not hurt, he did not have time to protect the clothes he was wearing. "It's just you." After looking at a big tree not far away, Li Ming walked directly over. Pung! 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 Li Ming punched the big tree one punch after another, and soon, a tree hole was smashed out by him. "Why? There's such a big movement here. Hopefully someone finds me soon." After jumping into the tree hole, Li Ming's head slowly stretched out from the tree hole. The other side. F***K. How could I forget? When performing bottleneck missions, you will not receive rewards for killing creatures. At this time, Sui suddenly thought of something, and then turned around and walked towards the base. At the same time, he thought to himself, "It's all in vain, the death of these semi-aliens is worthless." Sui. At this moment, Ding Kai's figure appeared in the distance. "Major Ding. Why are you here?" Looking at Ding Kai flying over, Sui asked curiously. "I'm afraid something might happen to you." "So? When I heard the explosion, I rushed over." "How?" "Ready to go back." Coming to Sui, Ding Kai said with a smile. Nothing interesting. It's better to go back and eat skewers and drink." After hearing Ding Kai's words, Sui nodded and said, At this time, Ding Kai seemed to have noticed something, and then he glanced at the place where Li Ming was hiding, and then said, "Sui, since it's not interesting, you should go back to the base first. As for the semi-foreign people who were let in, I'll just take care of it." "Major Ding. Then I'll trouble you." After saying that, Sui walked directly towards the base. After Sui left, Ding Kai walked directly towards where Li Ming was hiding. Chapter 38 Sui, look at what the senior colonel has done. Poof! When Ding Kai came to the big tree and saw Li Ming hiding in the tree hole with only his head outside, he couldn't help laughing. "Li Ming! What's going on with you?" Seeing Li Ming's face getting darker and darker, Ding Kai stopped laughing and then asked. "The skeleton soldiers summoned by your student were blown up. Because it's too sudden. I didn't protect my clothes." Looking at Ding Kai, Li Ming said with a somewhat embarrassed expression. "What? You were blown away?" Poof! Excuse me. I really didn't want to laugh, but I really couldn't help it. Finally, Ding Kai asked Li Ming to hide his head, and then he quickly returned to the base to get a set of clothes. Ding Kai. Who is that student? He's a bit perverted. After getting dressed, Li Ming looked at Ding Kai and asked. Tianling City. Sui. That's all I can tell you. Hearing this, Li Ming was stunned for a moment, then his eyes suddenly widened, he looked at Ding Kai and exclaimed, Ding Kai, could his information have been? Li Ming. As long as you know it, remember not to spread it outside. Alright. If nothing happens, I have to go back to eat, drink, and chat with you. Before Li Ming could finish speaking, Ding Kai interrupted him directly, then patted the other party on the shoulder, turned around and walked towards the base with a smile. Personal information blocked. What level will it be? Looking at Ding Kai leaving, Li Ming whispered to himself. Base, underground level. Half alien, ancient warrior, supernatural being, gifted person, mysterious person. Kill these people. You should get different special rewards. After I complete the bottleneck task, I must find an opportunity to verify it. After returning to the training ground, Sui thought about this problem while eating skewers. The other side. What? 100,000 sect level first level exotic beasts. What? Is the provincial department getting rich? Hearing the number and strength of the alien beasts mentioned by the transport personnel, Zhang Yuan immediately exclaimed with wide eyes. After all, a sect-level alien beast is not cheap, even if it is a first-level one. We are only responsible for escorting. As for the specific situation, you can ask your superiors. Right. A batch of strange beasts will be delivered in the evening, so be prepared for the handover first. After saying that, the transporter took the elevator directly and left the second underground floor. Is there more tonight? How many strange beasts will we get? What exactly is the provincial department going to do? Looking at the transport personnel leaving, Zhang Yuan was completely confused, because he had worked in many provincial talent training camps, but this was the first time he encountered a situation like this. Right. The beast has arrived. But Suyi won't need it. I have to tell him in advance to save him from making a wasted trip at noon. Thinking of this, Zhang Yuan took out his walkie-talkie and contacted Su Song, a staff member at the training ground. Suyi. Chief Zhang Yuan, who is in charge of the second underground floor, said he wanted to see you for something. At this time, Su Song came to Suyi, handed the walkie-talkie to Suyi directly, and then stepped back 10 meters to ensure that he would not hear the conversation between the two. Sir Zhang Yuan. Did the alien beast arrive? After pressing the switch of the intercom, Suyi took the lead and asked. Suyi. The strange beast has indeed arrived. However, this batch of exotic beasts sent are actually the first-level sect-level alien beasts, and you have no use for such powerful alien beasts, so I just wanted to tell you first to save you from running around in vain at noon. Trip. This batch of delivered animals turned out to be exotic beasts from the sect. Although it meets the mission requirements, it would be a bit of a waste to kill them. After all, after I break through to the Zone Realm, these Zone Realm first-level exotic beasts can bring me a lot of rewards. Thinking of this, Suyi replied directly, Sir Zhang Yuan, if that's the case, then I won't go there. I'll go over when the division level, 9th level alien beast will be sent over. Good. I'll let you know when the time comes. After saying that, Zhang Yuan took the lead in turning off the intercom. Sir Su Song. Sorry to trouble you. Walking to Su Song, Suyi smiled and handed the walkie-talkie back. No trouble. If you need anything, you can always contact Major Ding. Looking at Ding Kai coming out of the elevator, Su Song directly changed the last word I to Major Ding. After a while. Major Ding. It's not a big deal for me to eat, drink and have fun here every day. Or. You let me go out for a few days, I will find something to do for myself, and then I will come back after 3 days. Looking at Ding Kai who was making kebabs for him, Suyi suddenly felt that this kind of life was too boring, and then looked at him and proposed an idea of his own. Eat here. Drink here. There are people here to chat with you for free. And even with this kind of treatment, you are still not satisfied? Still want to go out for a few days? Upon hearing this, Ding Kai looked at Suyi with wide eyes. Suyi. The training camp also has regulations. And your idea has violated the rules of the training camp, so it is not approved. Looking at Suyi, Ding Kai refused directly. Doesn't the Great Demon King have special privileges? Can't I use my privileges? After hearing Ding Kai's words, Suyi asked reluctantly. Groove. I'm used to being served. I almost forgot that he is the big devil in the training camp. Thinking of the great devil's privileges, Ding Kai put down the grilled meat skewers in his hands and walked directly towards the elevator. At the same time, he said, You wait here, I will study it first. What's going on? Why do you have to study everything? Looking at Ding Kai leaving, Suye's eyes were full of doubts. 5 floors underground. Here we go again. Otherwise, I'll just stay in the secret room. Looking at the secret room door in front of him, Ding Kai smiled bitterly and shook his head, then opened the door and walked in. Pick up the encrypted phone. Dial a familiar number. Ding Kai has already become extremely proficient in the whole process. Ding Kai. Don't say anything anymore. I understand. Isn't it just to continue to add more beasts? I'll add them, and I'll add them to him even if I'm trying to sell iron. After the call was connected, the colonel's voice rang first. Why? Suyi, Suyi. Look what you've been forced into by the university. At this time, Ding Kai could feel that the senior colonel was really driven crazy by Suyi. Colonel. It's not Gaiman this time. It's just that Su Yi feels that staying in the training camp is not interesting and wants to go out for 2 days. Afterwards, Ding Kai immediately revealed the real purpose of the call. Approved. Find someone you trust and protect him. After hearing Ding Kai's words, the colonel was stunned for a few seconds, and then made his decision. Chapter 39 Sir. I want to blow him up. Half an hour later. Outside the base. Li Ming. After sending Su Yi to the place, don't rush back. Stay with him and protect him for a few days. Looking at Su Yi sitting in the helicopter, Ding Kai said seriously. Ding Kai. I am not from your province, so I have no responsibility or obligation to protect your people. Besides, I'm on a mission now. Looking at Ding Kai, Li Ming said indifferently. I don't care. Anyway, I handed him over to you. If anything happens to him, it will be your responsibility. Right. He is the big devil in this year's training camp. After saying that, Ding Kai turned around and walked directly into the base, not giving Li Ming a chance to speak again. What the hell? Protecting the big devil is a bit stressful. Looking at Ding Kai leaving, Li Ming frowned, and then walked towards the helicopter. On the helicopter. Su Yi. Where to go? After flying the helicopter into the air, Li Ming asked with an indifferent expression. Anywhere will do. I just want to come out and play for 2 days. Sir, do you have any recommendations? Looking at the cold Li Ming, Su Yi asked with a smile. Fengtian City, Lei Ming Martial Arts School. My family drives it. Go? Hearing Su Ye's question, Li Ming thought for a while, and then told him about his martial arts gym. Privately, he wanted to take this opportunity to go home and meet his parents. Yu Gong, his mission is to protect Su Ye's safety, so in his own martial arts gym, it is safer than other places. Martial arts school? There is also one in Tianling City. It's just that the original owner of this body doesn't go there often, because as a customer, he can't afford to hire a sparring partner, and as a sparring partner, he's not strong enough. Sir. Then go to your Lei Ming Martial Arts School. Thinking of this, Su Yi made a decision. After hearing Su Ye's words, Li Ming controlled the helicopter, changed its direction directly, and then flew towards Fengtian City. 4 hours later. The helicopter landed on the roof of the Spirit Warriors Association building in Fengtian City. Li Ming. You kid hasn't been back for a few years. After getting off the helicopter, a middle-aged man in his 50s walked up to the two of them, looked at Li Ming and said with a smile. Uncle Lei. I also want to come back and see you often, but I really can't do it. Looking at Lei Chen, Li Ming explained with a smile. Okay. I know you're busy. Right. Who is this little brother? Looking at Su Yi, Lei Chen asked curiously. Uncle Lei. It's hard to say his identity. I'll tell you when I get the chance later. Right. Is the car ready? Stepping sideways in front of Su Yi, Li Ming directly changed the topic. You don't even worry about me? The identity of this little guy is not simple. Seeing Li Ming standing directly in front of Su Yi, Lei Chen's eyes flashed with light. The car is already ready. You guys come with me. After saying that, Lei Chen led the two of them into the Spirit Warriors Association building, then took the elevator to the parking lot on the first floor. Li Ming. Here are the car keys. Walking to a white off-road vehicle, Lei Chen handed the car keys to Li Ming. 20 minutes later. Sir. Your family is quite rich. After getting off the car and looking at the 7-story martial arts building in front of him, Su Yi couldn't help but say this. It's okay. Let's go. I'll take you in and wander around. Hearing Su Ye's words, Li Ming smiled, and then led Su Yi into the martial arts building. What's going on? You have such a big martial arts gym. You don't even have a decent master-level sparring partner? As soon as I walked into the lobby on the first floor, a burst of noise came from the front desk. Another one who deliberately causes trouble. Those 3 martial arts schools only have this ability. Hearing the noise, Li Ming curled his lips with disdain, and then prepared to take Su Yi to the 2nd floor. Troublemaker? The other 3 martial arts schools? Isn't this what life is about? Although Li Ming's voice was not loud, Su Yi still heard it. Sir. Are those 3 martial arts schools targeting your family's martial arts gym? Looking at Li Ming, Su Yi asked expectantly. That's right. Our Li Ming martial arts gym is the #1 martial arts gym in this city. Whether it is hardware facilities or staffing, it is far superior to the other 3 martial arts schools. But instead of looking for reasons within themselves, those 3 martial arts gyms have always been jealous of my martial arts gym's business. So, if they have nothing to do, they will send some people to my martial arts gym to cause trouble. Upon hearing Su Ye's inquiry, Li Ming briefly explained the situation. Walk. It happens that I have nothing to do. Take me to the kicking gym. After listening, Su Yi expressed his thoughts with excitement. You. The big devil of Nanling province. Go to the gym? Seeing Su Ye's excited look, Li Ming asked with some uncertainty, Su Yi, are you serious? Real. It really can't be truer. 3 days. Kick 1 family in 1 day. With that said, Su Yi couldn't wait to pull Li Ming and walk out of the martial arts building. Su Yi. Isn't that bad? After all, where are your and my identities? Once discovered by the superiors, it will be troublesome. In the car, Li Ming said uneasily. What are you afraid of? Major Ding will take care of it if anything happens. After Su Yi heard this, he immediately moved Ding Kai out. Ding Kai is carrying it? Can he bear it? Seeing Su Yi move out of Ding Kai, Li Ming really wanted to say, if Ding Kai can handle this kind of thing, then he will live broadcast the handstand and flying. Sir. Don't hesitate. Just go and do it, nothing will happen. Seeing that Li Ming was still hesitating, Su Yi persuaded him again. Good. Go do it. Hearing Su Ye's words, Li Ming no longer hesitated, stepped on the accelerator and headed straight for the first martial arts gym. 15 minutes later. Su Yi and Li Ming went directly to the Hongming Martial Arts School. Ding! There is a semi-foreigner in the Hongming Martial Arts School. As soon as he walked into the door of the martial arts hall, the system's beep suddenly rang in Su Ye's mind. Is there a semi-foreign person in this martial arts gym? Hearing the sudden system prompt in his mind, Su Ye's steps suddenly stopped, his eyes full of surprise. Half-alien, Lin Longsheng. At this moment, the identity of the semi-foreigner appeared in Su Ye's mind. Sir. Do you know a man named Lin Longsheng? Looking at Li Ming, Su Yi asked seriously. Lin Longsheng? How do you know him? He is the boss of this martial arts gym. Hearing Su Yi suddenly say the name of the owner of this martial arts gym, a look of doubt flashed in Li Ming's eyes. Sir. What kind of strength does Lin Longsheng have? I want to blow him up. Under Li Ming's confused gaze, Su Yi spoke up again. Chapter 40, Can half-human beings be exchanged for alien beasts? Su Yi went crazy. Blast Lin Longsheng to death? What is this kid crazy about? After hearing Su Ye's words, Li Ming frowned, and then said, Reason. He's half-alien. Looking at Li Ming, Su Yi directly revealed the other party's identity. As for whether Li Ming believed it or not, that was the other party's business. Is Lin Longsheng a semi-alien? After hearing the news, Li Ming's expression changed, and then he walked towards the outside of the martial arts hall, and at the same time said to Su Yi, Wait for me here. Outside the martial arts gym. After finding a deserted place, Li Ming dialed Ding Kai's number directly. Ding Kai. Did Su Yi discover the second semi-foreigner in the base before? After the call was connected, Li Ming was the first to ask. How do you know it was Su Yi who found it? I didn't even tell you about this. Soon, Ding Kai's confused voice rang from the phone. Snap. After getting the answer he wanted, Li Ming hung up the phone directly. In the martial arts gym. Su Yi. Follow me. Let's go meet that Lin Longsheng. After entering the martial arts hall, Li Ming greeted Su Yi directly. You didn't believe me just now. Let's go out here. Just believe it? Looking at Li Ming, Su Yi couldn't help but ask, Sir, do you believe what I say? I just went out to do some research. I feel like you wouldn't joke about this kind of thing, so, personally, I believe what you say. Hearing Su Ye's question, Li Ming nodded and said seriously. When Major Ding encounters something, he likes to study it. And when this officer encounters something, he also likes to study it. What? Did they graduate from the same school? After hearing Li Ming's explanation, Su Yi thought with a question mark on his face. A few minutes later. 5th floor, curator's room. Major Li. What wind brought you here? Seeing Li Ming and Su Yi pushing the door open directly, Lin Longsheng's eyes fell directly on Li Ming. Brush. Li Ming did not speak, but turned into an afterimage and appeared in front of Lin Longsheng. Pang. One punch. Lin Longsheng was knocked unconscious immediately. I promised to come and meet him. As a result, you knocked someone unconscious with just one punch? Seeing Lin Longsheng lying on the ground and already unconscious, Su Yi was stunned. Tear it apart. Immediately afterwards, Li Ming tore Lin Longsheng's clothes to pieces under Su Ye's horrified gaze. Mark of the Beast. This Lin Longsheng is indeed a semi-alien. Seeing the red beast mark under Lin Longsheng's feet, Li Ming took out his cell phone and made a call. Colonel Nye. I found a semi-alien in Fengtian City. The identity has been determined. Please investigate him immediately. After the call was connected, Li Ming explained the situation. A few minutes later. Su Yi. You have the greatest credit for catching Lin Longsheng, a semi-alien this time. Say it. What reward do you want? After hanging up the phone, Li Ming looked at Su Yi and asked with a smile. Come out and play for 2 days. Any unexpected gains? Hearing Li Ming's words, Su Ye's eyes lit up, and then he said directly, Sir, I want exotic beasts, sect-level exotic beasts, the more the better. Don't cultivate resources. No martial arts. Instead, you want a strange beast? Although he didn't understand why Su Yi wanted the alien beast reward, he still explained, Su Yi, although you have the greatest credit for capturing Lin Longsheng, after all, he is the only semi-alien with average strength. In total, your merits are the points are limited, so even if you are rewarded with some sect-level exotic beasts, the number will not be very large. Then what if I can help you catch more semi-aliens? After hearing what Li Ming said, Su Yi suddenly asked this question. Catch more demi-humans? Seeing Su Ye's excited look, Li Ming felt a little panicked for some reason. Ding! There are 27 semi-foreigners in Tianyu building. Ding! There are 12 semi-foreign people in Yulong community. Ding! There are 5 semi-foreign people in XX Food Factory. In one day, Li Ming and Su Yi traveled through 1/10 of Fengtian City and found a total of 1,236 semi-foreign people. In a hotel room. Su Yi. How did you discover those semi-alien people? At this time, Li Ming looked at Su Yi as if he were looking at a monster and asked. Talent. I also have a second special talent. And the ability of this talent is that once a mutant appears near me, I will feel it, and I can also accurately know the target information. After hearing Li Ming's inquiry, Su Yi immediately started making up random things. You are already so perverted. And now you tell me, do you have another talent? Hearing Su Ye's explanation, Li Ming was immediately shocked. As for the second talent that Su Yi made up, he had no doubts. After all, there were many types of talents, and the power he possessed was even more unbelievable. Su Yi. Then, besides being able to discover mutants and know each other's names, does your talent have other abilities? After regaining consciousness, Li Ming continued to ask. There is none left. Just these two abilities. After Su Yi heard this, he shook his head and said. No. Then you should have a good rest first. As for the merit points you obtained today, I will notify the superiors and then replace them with sect-level exotic beasts for you. After saying that, Li Ming left Su Ye's room and walked towards his own room. Semi-inhuman nemesis. Su Ye's second talent is simply the nemesis of semi-aliens. No. I have to report this situation as soon as possible. Thinking of this, Li Ming quickly returned to the room, and then made a call directly. Colonel. I captured a total of 1,236 semi-foreigners today. As for their identity, strength and other information, I will send it to you shortly. After the call was connected, Li Ming directly told the first situation. Silence. After hearing Li Ming's words, the senior colonel on the other side fell into silence. 2 minutes later. Li Ming. Have you stabbed half of the alien nest? After a long silence, the colonel's voice rang from the other end of the phone. Colonel. Do you still remember the Su Yi I told you before? He has a second talent. And this innate ability is to be able to detect semi-foreign people near you, and you can also know the other person's name. Then. The two of us used his talent to catch these semi-alien people in one day. Seeing that the colonel had misunderstood something, Li Ming quickly told the situation about Su Yi. The other side. Within the Dongying military region. The great demon king Su Yi. The second talent. Can you accurately find the semi-aliens? After hearing Li Ming's words, Nia Wu's face became serious, because he knew how important this talent was to the League of Gods. You are listening to it in Eugene Light Novels.